yeah, I don't know what to do with it though. Seems a bit harsh just to take all his money even though he's dead.
He did say do something with it.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
You could bury it with him if you really want.
How does this sound? We can do like.
How would you have a lottery?
Well, no.
That's what we should have.
What I was thinking is we should have a reincarnation fund. So the idea is, like a central bank, we keep it all in a big pot in case, like, our overarching story kind of requires it. But when you reanimate, you get given it a little bit of it to get some swords and armor to keep you alive while you're level 1 and running around.
Well, isn't that kind of the same idea as the central bank thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do something like that, yeah. So, you know, when you start up a new character and you haven't got much money, you can
buy armor to stop getting squished.
at least you'll have some money to get some decent equipment. It's probably a good idea. Or we could just have like a healing potion fund, because they cost a fortune.
They're not that expensive.
They're quite expensive, considering how many we get through.
Or we could get a cleric.
Or we could get a cleric, yeah.
You have a cleric, he's just busy.
Could get another cleric.
I did suggest to Mike, I think, that he might want to play a cleric. Or maybe I said that to Bantam, I don't remember.
It told me as well.
Right, do you guys we could do Garth Night now if you wanted.
What is that?
Yeah, go on.
We could totally do it now.
I don't know what that is.
Somebody, Governor, explain to him what Garth Night is.
Well, the governor of Flamescar is chosen by random.
Who's
the
random?
Sticks of Hope, was it?
The Straws of Hope, yes.
The Straws of Hope.
There is a picture of them on the wiki.
Everybody picks a straw, and the shortest straw becomes the governor for a set amount of time, and they get to use a medallion that's part of the governor's.
Oh, you've finally
of
told
office.
people about it. That's the first time you've told anyone.
Oh, well, there's a medallion, which I've never used because I'm too scared to lose it. But there is a medallion.
It does come with a pretty hefty warning.
Yes, if you die outside of Flamescar and it's lost.
That's the real part.
If you lose it, then basically you're banished from Flamescar.
I see.
So you'll be dead.
Yes, pretty much.
Why, it could get stolen.
Well, if it gets stolen, then you've lost the medallion, and
you're banished as well.
You're banished as well. So it's the same as player death, really.
I see.
Which is kind of why I've left it under my bed and not actually taken it anywhere.
Oh,
Maybe-
great.
Hello?
Great.
Hello.
Upon hearing this, I rushed to his bed. Bye!
Hey, that's a double bluff. It's not actually there.
All that you find is crusty tissues. Motherfucker!
So yeah, it would be good not to be governor. Actually, the weight of the responsibility is crushing.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to spin the Straw of Hope picker. You might, if you're really lucky, you might be able to hear this, but I doubt it because it's come from my headphones. Oh shit! Oh, I'm kind of sad you couldn't hear this. I'm gonna have to work out how to pipe this in because it was amazing for next time. Anyway, so as you guys, you all pull a straw. Everybody pull a straw, and as you go around, you all pull a straw and you look at each other, and then you realise that Click has pulled the shortest straw.
Governor Click.
That's a funny one. And Arakokra as the mayor of Flamescar.
You are officially the mayor until the next Garth Night rolls around.
Well, Click.
I will try and find the thing that I gave to Graven that says what the thing is.
I think I've seen it in the wiki.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on the wiki, isn't it?
And there are magical items or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that just the medallion?
Yes.
Yes.
I think I have a thing somewhere.
Something cooler?
Yes. New governor text. I have that.
Ah.
We really need to get going if we're going to finish any time today.
Yeah.
Has Boise turned up yet?
Yep, I'm here.
Hello.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
Eat it.
You may want to format that better.
Cuckoo.
Oh, there's a better version.
Did you put it? Where did you put that? On Discord?
On Discord. Yeah.
I see.
Where? What Discord?
Not you, mate. You're not the
Aha,
governor.
it's in my private. Okay, well, do you mind if I read this later?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because that's a lot of reading.
It's not that. It's like a paragraph, but fine.
Is it?
You now
Ah,
have
no, you
access
read it
to-
twice. Alright.
If you look in the handouts magical items section, you should also now be able to see the Medallion of Righteousness.
Where do I see this?
In back in Roll20,
Yeah,
if you go on the journal page,
yeah, yeah, I'm there.
scroll down to the bottom, there's
Ah,
a
yeah.
magic items part.
Yeah, I see it. Very useful.
However, it also comes with a very weighty warning.
I don't see the warning.
I think you have to listen to the previous.
Ah,
It
yeah.
comes from the previous governor.
Yeah, I got that I should not
Yeah,
lose
don't
it,
lose
basically.
it.
Got it. Alright, sounds good. Well, I take on the responsibility.
Great job. Congratulations, Quick. And Sagar and Johnson, they're all stood around and they sort of clap as like, yes, time for a change in leadership. Arr."
Hey,
So they're not
Yeah.
pilots.
what are you saying?
What aren't they saying?
Well, yeah.
And I totally don't mind an anarcho-Christ mayor. That's fine, I like it. Open-minded people.
It's a very open collective.
As long as you don't shit on our statues, everything's cool.
Alright, so we're all here?
Looks like
Yes.
Oh, Bentham.
Do we need anything from Dobson before we go then?
Well, I have no money, so up to you guys.
who is also in the square with you.
Or what's the treasury of Flamescar like?
Pretty bare.
Okay. Awkward silence. Alright. Okay. Does anyone want to do some shopping before we go?
Probably would be a good idea to get a healing potion and a healer's kit.
How much are those?
I think the healing potion is 50 gold pieces. I think the healer's kit is 10, something like that.
What does the healer's kit do?
You can stabilize an unconscious character without having to make any rolls for it. Automatically stabilizes them.
Okay. That sounds useful.
It's a handy thing. I just did have one before, but it doesn't seem to be in my inventory anymore, so I think I might have used it up.
Well, I have 9 gold pieces, so I can get neither of those things. So, anybody wants to buy something?
Yeah, I'll speak to Dobson and ask if he's got any healing potions and a healer's kit.
Oh, yes. In fact, I have them both in my bag here. I was out
Excellent.
and he says that'll be 65 gold pieces.
65. How much?
Just gives you a little wink. He
It's
says,
gone up.
no, it's only 50. You get the healer's kit for free.
Fantastic. All right, I shall hand over the gold pieces. And thank you very much, Dobson. Always a pleasure.
No, that's very good, very good.
That's my inventory. Items.
So, shall we head out? We have a long road.
I am up for that.
So we are going to Bastion Bay, is that?
Yeah.
We got a shark to kill. Oh, actually, sorry, this is me just putting on my awake hat for a minute. Where's Dobson at? Dobson! You got any, okay, so Dobson, what are you currently selling javelins for?
Oh, javelins, yes, they are 5 silver pieces each, young Bron. Yes.
Brilliant. And how much are you selling your 10-foot poles for?
10-foot poles, well, as always, they're 1 silver piece each.
Okay, I'll take 5 10-foot poles, please.
5? I'm not sure if I got 5. Let me go and have a look. And he wanders off as a look. Comes back carrying like 5 large 10-foot poles. Yes, here you go. Yes, that's 5 silver pieces then, please.
That's great. I give him the 5 silver pieces. Give me a sec to open my character sheet and minus them. Graham, I'm turning the 5 10-foot poles into javelins on the way.
You can certainly attempt to.
Graham, I'm pretty good with my working tools. Hang on. Wooden poles. Inventory 5. Okay, then what do I need to make to do turning them into javelins? Wood carving tools? Graham, has your internet gone? Has my internet gone?
No, we can
No,
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
We cannot hear Graham. Tech support.
Oh, he's gone again.
Sounds to be about time. Okay, well, while we're waiting, I had a question. Last time we went to Bastion Bay, we bumped into that tattoo artist. And
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Thewilus was not so happy that he left his ink back home. I was wondering if one of you guys would like to get that ink with us, just in case.
That's a good idea. Shall I stick it in my bag?
It's fine by me.
Okay. The Wellis's ink. Okay.
I started answering your question, Bron, before I went away. By the way, so first off, you need to start smelting down the iron that you've got ready for them.
Why? I
To
just
get
want.
the tips of the javelin.
I'm fine with them not being reusable. They just need to be like javelins.
I mean, the javelin in inverted quotes is still tipped, about 5 foot long.
Are you talking about just sharpening the ends?
Yeah.
Like a pointy stick?
You can certainly make some pointy sticks. Sure, no worries.
Graham, what's the Oh, fuck it. I hate you so much.
Okay, so we can have the rest of this conversation while you're traveling to Bastion Bay.
Yeah.
Which way are you going to head out towards Bastion Bay?
So we have the North Road.
Yeah. Head up north, because we want to see if with that tattoo guy's there still, where we saw him last time.
Okay. So through the bell tower. And that stone circle is where he was, huh? Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you're going to head out north from Flamescar.
Yeah.
And head up towards. So you head out. You head past the farms of Flamescar, past Staker's farm. Takes you a couple hours or so. It's fairly nice days. You leave Flamescar. A few clouds overhead, but not, no real wind or breeze. It's still quite a nice sunny day. You head over the crest of the hill and down across down into the valley. You walk past the large cave that you've been in a few times now. It doesn't seem to be a huge amount coming out of the cave as you sort of walk past, and then you carry on down to the ruined bell tower where you again, you just wander straight past, but this time you turn a bit more left and head into the trees. So far, it's been fairly uneventful. You've been making a good pace. It's taken you, 5 or 6 hours or so, and then not too long after you leave the bell tower, you come up to the large hill area where you last met Althan.
Okay.
You
Any sign
immediately
of him?
notice that there is no longer a tent at the top of the stonework, though.
Well, we thought it was. He did say he moves often.
Yeah.
Locations, so nothing surprising there.
Oh, well, okay.
Maybe I'll just take. I'll fly up in the sky just to see if I spot him. I mean, his tent is quite colorful. Can I do that, Graham? Graham?
Nah.
I'm gonna assume he said yes. Roll a perception check.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I said yes. I did say yes.
Okay.
I said yes.
Okay, I heard you. Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, great. I seem to be going in and out, so I apologize.
Okay, I'm rolling for perception. Not so great.
Okay, so you fly up in the air and you have a sort of, you see that it's not a huge clearing in the trees with a large mound. You fly around the mound once or twice, have a look out for Alfan, but you can't really see any sign that Alfan has ever really been there. You sort of glide back down, you start to wonder whether you ever met Alfan at all.
All right, so I come back to the others and tell them, oh.
Wow.
I love that noise. It's great.
I take it he's not there then.
Oh yes,
Okay.
that's what I meant.
I'm not fluent in bird.
Yes, sorry, I forget that sometimes.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so should we head off west then?
Yes.
Is that the way we go from here? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, here I think.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna head east the same way that you that you went before to Bastion Bay.
West.
West, yes.
West, yes, exactly. Describing to Reagan, who hasn't been there, kind of feel free to describe to Reagan what he should be expecting on the way to Bastion Bay. Bear in mind he's never been there before.
I've actually never met Reagan.
Well, you should probably introduce yourself over the last 6 hours or so.
Yes.
Is he here? Hello?
I'm here.
Hello, Reagan. I've heard about you.
I suspect you have.
Well, nice to meet you.
And I've never come across your kind before. Do you want to tell me a bit about yourself?
I'm an Aarakocra, so I come from the plane of air. We're fairly common there, but I guess not so much here. And I just kind of stumbled upon this plane a little while ago, and I'm exploring the sites, doing a bit of tourism.
Well, I can see your flying skills are going to be useful.
Well, they were last time we were in Bastion Bay, because you guys were on boats that were mostly sinking and catching on fire.
Okay, Heaton.
And Reagan, can you tell me about your kind? What are you?
So, people say I'm a barbarian. I don't like that title much, but I suppose I smash heads when required.
That's a useful skill.
Let me introduce you to my axe, Rita. This little one's Sue, and my shield's Bob. Very dear to me.
Well, nice to meet you all.
So where we're heading?
West to Bastion Bay, and it's a seaside town, quite lively, quite a lot of boats, and a shark problem.
So I've heard.
And it's just a presumption, but they say they keep killing the sharks and they keep coming back, so we're wondering if they're undead or some other form of trickery.
You have seen the shark as well, and you're pretty sure it was undead.
Oh, we knew that. Okay, good to know.
It didn't look particularly alive.
Okay. Yeah, so it is undead.
Undead shark.
And
There's nothing worse than the undead, apart from undead with sharp teeth and fins.
What about 2 undead with sharp fins?
Yes, that too. Abominations.
And the woman in charge in that town asked us if we could help take care of that problem. And then we actually got a potion. Somebody got a potion of underwater breathing or something, no?
There was a thing that we went to see. Oh, hang on, I'll remember her name in a minute. It was. I've got it written down here somewhere. Sister Elia, who was a priestess of Umbali.
Mm-hmm.
And she had this kind of like magic shell type of thing.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that allowed you to breathe underwater, and did a couple of other things as well.
Do you remember?
Which she said she would lend to us.
Yeah, we'd had to return it.
Yeah.
Did we leave it there though, or did we take it?
I think we left it there because we were going to come back, weren't we?
Yeah, okay.
Did you not take it? I don't know.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I think we left it.
Cool.
Okay, so that should be the first thing we do then.
Yeah, go and see her at the Mercantile.
All right.
That's what we're going to do.
Does anyone remember the name of the woman in charge there?
I think it was Kappa Mariosa.
That sounds like it.
That's what I've got written down.
Excellent.
So yes, that's what we'll do.
Good. Then let's head there. Or I suppose we're talking as we're walking as we're talking.
As you sort of end up come to the end of your conversation, you start to come see the trees thinning out. Reagan, you start to see what looks like a very large wall in front of you. It seems larger than any wall you've ever seen before.
What the hell are they trying to keep out? Or in?
Mexicans.
Or in?
You see standing outside the wall are two guards in uniform. They look like sort of town's watch. The gate seems to be fairly closed.
Hello!
Yes, last time we just walked to the gate and... Well, actually, it was the Dobson who let us in.
Did we have to bribe them last time?
I think Dobson might have done that. I could just fly over the walls.
Let's hold off on flying over what could be... We don't want them to think you're hostile or anything. I mean...
Well, maybe they remember me from helping last time with their...
after all, we all did help out with the shark.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think we need to pay when we're on duty for the Mayor of Bastion.
So they'll remember you.
Let's find out.
Oh, hang on.
Possibly.
Everyone stop and listen to the sound that's going on from Roll20.
So you can sort of hear the sounds of the markets and the towns sort of inside the walls. You can't quite make out what's being said, but you can definitely hear the hustle and bustle of Bastion Bay.
No, Graham, the voiceover said something about all weapons must something.
No, it's just sort of general chatter in the background.
Okay.
You can't really make out anything it's saying.
She's just directing the blacksmiths and the weapon sellers left.
Okay.
Alright, let's go up to the guards then.
I thought Graham had really stepped up his audio-visual game there.
One of you just disappeared. Where did you go?
Graham's
gone. Anyway. Okay. Oh, there he is. Aye, what you want? Bastion Bay is closed to outsiders.
We're here to see Capo Mariosa.
Aye, you've got your paperwork then, have you?
Well, we're going to help you with the shark problem.
Alright, I see. You've been invited, have you?
Yeah.
Kind
She
of.
did to come back and help out.
Yeah, we said we'd come back and help.
I see. And you got your paperwork there, have you?
I'm afraid not any paperwork. It's more a kind of verbal agreement.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm afraid I can't be letting you in on the verbal agreement now.
Surely the word of Kappa Mariosa is worth more than mere paperwork.
Yes, the word of Captain Mariosa would go very far right now, but unfortunately you don't seem to have that in any provable fashion.
Well, perhaps if you could go and fetch her, we'll wait here and...
Do I look like somebody's dog?
Okay, so hang on.
Well, she's not going to be very pleased with you if you don't let us in.
We were here less than like a week and a half ago for the big town hall meeting you had where all of the villagers inside could ask her questions. The big town alarm went, we went out, we saved one of the key people from drowning, and we fended off the shark. Come on. I mean, surely you've heard of us. Do you know who I am?
Actually, I looks over to the other guy and says, "Hey, Bobrick, you heard of these guys before?" I know. Who are you then? Who are you then? Come on, let's have a name.
I am Bron. I am
yes.
Bron from Flamescar.
Oh, right, I see. I see. Well, I've never heard of you. No, never heard of you before.
So Reagan, was it Bobrick, the other one?
Yeah.
Reagan shouts up to Bobrick and says, "Look, Bobrick, you've got a chance to get yourself out of trouble here. We need to get in there. We're here to help. Your friend, whatever he's called, is going to be in big trouble when your leader finds out that we've been kept waiting outside. Do you want to go get her?"
All right. So roll up. All four of you roll a persuasion check. Group persuasion check.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Natural 20 from Reagan.
Fine.
Flexes his muscles.
He did sound pretty convincing.
He did, yeah. So Bobrick goes, "All right, Dave. I think we should let these guys in." Yeah, it's not worth my love doing it. Do you know who these guys are? I don't. They seem to be quite threatening. And Dave looks at you and has a good look up and down. Looks over Click's shoulder at Reagan, sort of gives you a head up. He says, "Well, you could always, lubricate the gates, if you know what I mean."
This must be a joke.
Reagan gets out his sharpening stone for his axe and just starts sharpening away to add to the intimidation.
And this is how everyone died at Bastion Day. I lost my damn screen. All right, okay. And he sort of says, "Hey, it's no joke, laddie. If you haven't got your paperwork, then I'm afraid you're going to have to pay to get through these gates."
We're friends of Dobson. Does that mean anything to you?
Aye, no, it doesn't mean nothing to me. What about you, Bobrick? No. I still think we should let him in. Yeah, you soft, skinny winter labber. He just sort of, he says, "Aye, it'll be time to pay then, or go about your business elsewhere."
Well, you can look at it this way. We can wait here a while, and your boss is going to get upset that we're late. And when we do come in later on, you'll have someone to answer to. Or you could just let us in, and you will be trouble-free.
Hi, yes, you've made that point quite a few times now, laddie. But I'm not one that's coming around to it. Roll up. Reagan, you can roll an intimidation check, and Click, you can roll a persuasion check.
I'd like to add that every penny that we have to pay to get through this gate, I will ask for double removed from his wages when we get through it, when we find the person we're meeting.
Is hi, right? Yes, well, hang on a sec.
Graham, what sort of weapons are they holding?
General
So they're swords, right?
Yeah, they've got short swords. They've both got short swords kind of hanging off their belt, and they're both holding a spear. They do look like Bobrick's obviously welcome round. the Dave fella, he seems to be coming round, but he's not quite convinced yet.
Could I actually do an insight check to kind of, my goal being to listen carefully and see what are the stress points in what they're saying, what scares them, and relay this information to Reagan
Wait,
so that...
wait, hang on. Can I have an aside with Click for a minute?
Yes.
I'll say to Click, last time we were here, they were really under strain because of the shark stopping merchants coming in and out. So it might not be that they're being dicks about wanting a bribe. It might be that they're actually trying to feed their family. And yes, it sucks that we're here at this gate being held like, well, ransom to get into the town. But I think sometimes it might just be easier to pay the fine.
Yeah, it's just that I have no money.
Oh. Graham.
Listen, guys, you need to make your mind up. We got things to do that I'm talking to you guys all day, and quite frankly, I've been told not to let any strangers in. So, Bastion Bay's closed. You might know why, you might not, I don't know, but if you want to pay, then you're going to have to grease the wheels. Otherwise, if I get it in the neck, it's going to have to be worth it.
And did my intimidation roll of 23 have any effect?
Well, he hasn't let you in, but you don't know if it's made any other effect.
Graham, do I get a vibe of how much he's looking for?
Roll an insight check.
Well, we did see Dobson give him money last time.
But we didn't see how much he gave.
It was a very suave kind of money in the hand.
Okay.
All right, so you don't know how much he's up really expecting, but you do get the impression that it may have come down a bit since with Reagan flexing his muscles and stuff from behind you.
Should I? All right, guys, I'm prepared to offer you 5 each if you let us past.
Aye, 5 what? Rocks?
5 gold.
All right, okay, no worries. Great. And so Dave wanders over to you and says, "Hey, that'll be 10 gold then."
For both of them.
Aye, 10 gold. Yeah, just 10. Well, I'll give Bobber 8 for you.
There we go.
Hi, pleasure doing business with you. Hope you have a nice and pleasant stay in Flamescar. And the gate goes.
Okay. And I ask him slyly, and for a little bit of the money that I've just given you, is there anything we should know about what's going on inside? What's current vibe, tensions, stresses?
You said you've been here before, laddie. You know it's tense. Traders are going out of business. We can't get those ships in and out. It needs sorting out soon, I tell you. Otherwise, this place is going to be on fire.
You suspect that there might be uprising from the townspeople?
Hey, not uprising. Just general outright chaos.
That's very good information, thank you.
All right, so you walk past him and walk through the gates. Bron, Graven, and Click. Raven, you sort of put your axe back in, and glare at you, and he kind of takes a step back and says, "Now, we'll be watching you, sonny, but stay safe." And you get the impression he's trying to sound tougher than he probably is. Than he is. He's a bit put off, a bit scared of you.
I give him a wink and say, "No hard feelings, laddie."
And you enter Bastion Bay for the first time.
I have a feeling we paid too much.
Oh yeah. Because considering, I think Rich gave him 1 gold as we went through, but that was like almost superfluous, and in addition to what Dobson gave.
Hilarious. Okay, so as you
well, thank you, by the way.
Walk in through Bastion Bay. It's more for Graven's benefit than anything else. Where are you heading, by the way?
We should go to the market. I think this is the marketplace.
Yeah, the Mercantile. That's right. Yeah.
The
so,
Mercantile.
So you head in. You pass what looks to be a larger stone-walled building with a large kind of domed top over on the west. That seems to be the kind of the main structure the town's built around. The other 2 guys to explain to you, Reagan, that's the Kappa building. and you head into a large kind of 3-story building with a large open front. And as you walk in, you notice a familiar sight of traders and Flamescarians.
I think it was... This one was the one who...
That's right. And then you enter the building. You were in the building. Good job.
Who spoke to her last time?
Can't remember. Was it me?
I think it was Graven. Well, let's all go and see who she recognizes.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you see it's kind of a busy, bustling area. There's,
Wow.
what?
Loud.
What's loud?
I thought that was Roll20 music kicking in.
Huh?
No.
No?
Oh, something just suddenly started playing really loud on the console.
I think that's you, mate.
It might.
Okay, so you walk in. It's a busy, bustling market. There's lots of traders and stalls, and you walk up to the lady you recognise from the previous session, and you say, "Well, what do you do?"
What was her name again?
Sister Elia?
Yes. Sister Ilya, is that you?
Ah, yes. Hello, hello, darlings. How are you?
Well, very good, thank you. And yourself?
I am concerned, troubled, but otherwise fine.
Still having
I suppose
problems
you've
with
come
the...
back for the shell.
Yes. We'd like to take care of that shark problem.
Ah, well, I'm glad somebody's finally getting around to it.
Could you remind us how this works?
I sure can. Yes, it's all about how you blow into the end. Hang on, let me find the thing. Where's the thing?
Click does not understand why others are laughing.
Click can't blow, he doesn't have lips.
That's a good point.
So she
I'll
hands
let you do the blowing.
a blue seashell, and she says, "This is the Queen's kiss." It's got, and you see, it's got two sides. It's kind of a narrow side and a wider side.
Ah, I remember now.
She says, "If you blow into the narrow side of the shell, you could cast a gust of wind, and if you fill it with water from the wide side of the shell, then you and up to 10 of your friends get to drink from it for 10 minutes, gain the benefit of the water-breathing spell that will emanate from the device."
Wonderful. For how many people? 10 people?
10.
Yes, you and 9 of your friends.
Wonderful.
Or
That's very
just 10
useful.
randomers, and you can just do it for shits and giggles. And what was the short side again?
A gust of wind.
You just have to blow, and your breath will be amplified into a gust of wind much larger than you could produce on your own. It is the force of Umberly coming out of the shell and into the world.
What happens if you blow the short side while you're underwater?
Well, the gust of wind will obviously come out of and move the water around in front of you.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Wasn't there a buff limit on the amount of times we use this per day?
Yes. You can only use this property once per day until the dawn brings Umberly out and revivifies it for you.
Okay.
So... let me get this straight. We put water in it, we blow into the wide side, we drink from it, and then we can breathe underwater for how long?
10 minutes. No blowing though, you just drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. 10 minutes sounds like just the right time to do a battle or drown. So
Yeah. 10 minutes isn't very long yet, so it's definitely enough for exploring.
It's very long in the D&D world. If you're doing
In combat,
something.
sure, but if you're exploring, then it goes
That's
quickly.
true.
Yeah. Okay, so basically we keep it for combat purposes. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you could tell us about where we should look for this shark problem? Like, do we know where they come from usually?
No, I do not know where this comes from. I have seen an assemblage that my goddess has warned that something unnatural and evil is haunting the waters. But I don't think it is any shark. I fear there is something worse out there, so be careful.
2 sharks.
Badger sharks.
Reagan shivers at the thought. Where's been the most recent sighting of the shark, or 2 sharks?
I believe your friends were in the most recent sighting and have pledged to go back and find it and kill it.
So that was...
Permanently.
Yes.
Quite, yes.
Very well. We should maybe talk to Kappa Mariosa if we want to get more details or give us an idea of where to start looking. What do you guys think?
Sounds like
Yeah,
a good plan.
good idea.
I ask briefly, is there anyone around that has lots of maritime experience or dealing with normal sharks and how best to kill them?
Well, you'd have to ask around on the docks. I'm sure you'll find a few sailors who've been out there. But often when they do come a copper, they don't come back very easily.
Okay. And I have one last thing to ask you, Sister Elia. As you know, this is a dangerous mission, and any help we could get to help you would be welcome, whether that's potions or anything else. Do you think you could spread the word among the other merchants about perhaps helping us just before we depart? We're going to speak to Kappa Mariosa, but we could come back later on once you had a talk with the others.
And what am I having a talk with them about?
If they can pitch in any kind of items that could help us end this plight that you're suffering from once and for all.
Oh, I see. Well, I can certainly ask around, but I don't have a huge amount of sway.
Is there any sweet talkers among us? I whisper.
Very no.
Yeah. Charisma 10.
I've got
Me.
charisma 14 plus 2. I could see if she's into muscles, old muscles.
So not her per se, but it could be interesting if you did like a general speech to all the merchants in this room.
Okay, I'll jump up on the table that's in front of me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, right, listen up. I hear-
It sort of all goes quiet as you.
Yeah, clank a tankard or something.
Looks around and looks at you. Takes a few sort of steps over you.
Right, listen up. I hear there's some kind of zombie shark thing going on here. Me and my crew are here to sort that out for you. But we're going to need some help. And I've had a look around your town today. You look like some brave people, hard working, but you've hit hard times, haven't you? But we're going to bring an end to that. So any help that any of you can provide will be very most welcome in helping us get rid of this damn zombie shark from your waters. And would you like me to roll to enhance that?
Yeah, you can roll a performance check.
Oh,
Can we assist? I can make some bird sounds in the background.
You can certainly make some amazing bird sounds if you like.
Yeah.
I don't actually know the mechanics of assisting.
I think that would have given me an advantage, maybe.
I flex. It's not very
Everybody
effective.
sort of like looks around, and a few people go back to their business. Don't really sort of say anything. You do notice that over in this corner, there's one sort of younger lady sort of staring at you, like wide-eyed. She's the only one that stays, and she sort of like runs back to her desk and sort of runs back to her. She's, sir, I've got something that can help. I can help you. This will help you. And she holds out what seems to be some sort of like wooden amulet.
Reagan bends down and gently takes it from her hand and, thank you, lassie.
Yeah. If you wear that, you'll be well protected from all the evil spirits. My name's Beth.
Thank you, Beth. I'm glad you've come over to help, but your friends and the other townsfolk don't seem to be as friendly and helpful as you. Is there anything you suggest I can do to get their help?
No, I don't really know. They're not as friendly as me. You'd have to ask them.
And Reagan puts on the wooden. Do you say necklace?
Yeah, it's got kind of like a heart, a wooden heart with a few kind of intricate little wooden bits that go over it. It looks quite pretty.
Yeah, Reagan squeezes that over his fat neck. Thank you, lassie.
That's okay. Okay. Best of luck. She sort of goes back to her stall. Apparently you follow.
That was
and
creepy.
you find the rest of the traders have kind of gone back to doing whatever they were doing.
Oh well, better than nothing.
Yeah. I could slam my axe into the table and try and intimidate them all into it, but
we tried it the nice way.
Yeah.
No, I think I feel like that's a bit too much, but
yeah, I guess Reagan might have asked you guys, look, I tried it the nice way, do you want me to try the hard way? Reaching for my axe.
Woohoo!
So you're gonna.
The answer's, well, I'm consulting my friends.
Oh God, no! We're in a strange place in a far land.
Okay. Shake my head furiously.
Okay, I jump down.
Reagan, you have noticed as you sort of wandered up to the mercantile that there are kind of sets of guards wandering around the town. It's definitely got some sort of town's guard. There's a few kind of in the mercantile just wandering around. You get the impression it's probably not the best place to be whipping out your axe and threatening people.
He's not a stupid man, is Reagan. He appreciates that.
Alrighty.
Should we go and try and find Kappa Mariosa then?
Yeah.
The best thing.
Keep our eyes out for anyone advertising themselves as a shark fisherman or not like that.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
So I think.
Oh, holy fuck! Did someone remember to bring the boat?
I'm sure we can borrow a boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we should. Yeah, Kappa Mariosa.
At this point, I need to remind you that at the end of the last session,
We're getting on their boat
to come back and see Captain Jasan and go and help him.
Yeah, on their boat. Yeah, I remember this now.
There we go. Maybe we should just go and find him then.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan too. Huh?
Let's try and find Captain Jasan then.
Now, he's a pirate, so the first thought would probably be by the docks, but he's a pirate, so probably the pub, right?
Is he a pirate?
Captain, he's a captain, sorry.
I think last time he was at the pub, wasn't he?
Click, can you fly into the air and have a recce of what ships are in dock at the moment?
Yes,
Any...
I can. I would recognize the ship, right?
I'm not sure you've seen the ship. You've certainly had it described to you.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I haven't seen it, but
so you're gonna take flight, are you?
Yes.
Okay, so as you do so, you notice that there are a couple of guards stood. So as you sort of like go to flap your wings, you see them both put their hands on their crossbows and take them out. And say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What you doing there? What you doing?"
So I stopped I stopped right away and I said, "Oh, I'm just want to take a look. Is there a problem?"
Hi, we don't do much flying around here. We're not used to it.
Well,
I don't think much good can come of that, lad. I think you should stay on your feet.
Well, I'm not asking you to fly.
Aye, but from the skies normally comes trouble. That's what we're used to around here. I don't want the simple townsfolk getting too upset if they see some sort of flying thing over the town.
What trouble normally comes from the skies around here?
Sharknado.
So superstitious, lads, you know.
All right. Just click just makes a ooh sound and just lands back on the ground.
Ha! You're grounded.
Yes. Well,
Aye, that's better, laddie. You keep him tucked up for now. Aye.
Well, let's ask him for some directions then. That our friend was just trying to get a lay of the land for us, and so we can find our way. Can you tell us where we might find him? What's he called again?
Captain Jassan.
Could you tell us where we could find Captain Jassan?
Oh, aye, yes, he'd be down on his boat, I imagine. He's been making preparation week to get going after that shark. On the sea serpent down at the main port. You won't miss it. The sea snake, the largest boat down there in the port.
And that's south from us right now. Is that correct?
If you go down the road there, past the Blue Water Tavern, and take the first right, you'll be on the port. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, laddie.
So is that where you're going to head to?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so you head down here past the Blue Water Tavern and quite quickly find yourself in time to trouble. Probably with everybody else, because I'm cleaning on the map. All of the people. Get rid of that. Find yourself on the main port of Bastion Bay.
Trying to understand what that is.
Is that a dock?
Is a cow?
Little cow.
Okay.
Can we see Jassan? I know I can see his token, but
I don't think we can hear Graham right now.
He's gone.
Yep. Oh. What's going on?
it's not that Piper from the woods again, is it?
He is not lucky on internet, is he? Is he back? Hello?
Still nothing, no.
No.
No, can't hear him.
Braun, what's your class? Like, what is your... Are you a fighter or...
I am a fighter, yes, but that's it's. I'm a fighter, but I really am good for long range archery.
I see.
Fighter is just a really tanky way of making sure I don't squish and die.
Okay, got it. Oh yeah, I remember you were using your bow quite a bit on that boat last time. Gets the shark.
It just is so good because it means that I don't have to be 5 foot away from the teeth to attack the shark.
Yeah, that's definitely useful. And Graven, are you a fighter too?
Yes, but I'm more tanky. More of a tanky fighter.
Okay. I actually just got to level 3, so I have now some shadowy stuff happening with my character.
So are you a custom? Well, you're definitely a custom race, but what are you in terms of fighter or your class?
Oh, I'm a monk.
Monk. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ah, we can hear him.
It's
I'm not
back.
back. This is just on my phone. I'm losing the will to live with Discord.
You really probably should call BT Internet, Graham.
Have we tried the new voice thing on Roll20? Because they've just updated it, haven't they? Is that an option?
Well, maybe next time.
All right. Okay.
Google Hangouts has been a good backup for me in other games.
I don't think it's a problem with Discord so much as I think it's a problem with Graham's internet.
All right.
Yeah.
Graham, when this happens, are you kicked off all other internets?
I actually think he's gone again.
Click once for yes, twice for no.
All right. Yeah, so to answer you, I'm a monk, and I've just taken on the path of the shadow, the way of the shadow.
That sounds kind of evilly.
No,
Cool.
it's it fits my character because his race, his tribe is all about hunting at night and nocturnal creatures, so they make one with the shadows.
Oh, very cool.
Does anybody know how to edit the character sheet? The reason I ask is my AC is incorrect. One of my abilities gives me, it's called Unarmored Defense, and it gives me, my armor class is 10, plus your dexterity modifier and your constitution, which should be 15. So I type in 15 in my armor class.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I can also use a shield with that. When I equip my shield, it knocks me down to 14 instead, rather than give me +2.
Yeah, there is a thing somewhere on. Let me see if I can find it. There's a global armor class modifier. If you click the little, you know where it says core bio and spells, and there's a little red cog.
Yeah.
If you click on there, and then in the middle column, the top section, global armor class modifier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You could stick it in there for bonus, and then that should work then.
Thank you.
Is he back?
Oh, poor
My
Graham.
will to live is losing itself.
It's
Is
losing the
that why
fight.
your computer rebooted?
No, I don't know. Maybe Discord just was being a knobhead. I seem to be able to log in from my phone, right? That's not going to do us much good.
So while you were away, Captain Jason was giving us a lot of gold.
He was
Alright.
giving you what?
Giving us a lot of gold coins for some reasons. We weren't sure why.
Yeah, aren't they? You can jump down there and get them if you like. I don't mind. You just jump straight in and we'll see if you get them or not.
That worked, by the way, so thank you.
What? Jumping in and getting the coins?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh my god, they have it!
So what? What do they have?
They have the gift from the end of Deep Blue Sea. I just put it on Discord.
Oh.
Oh, apparently my entire audio and or microphone has died. What?
Well, yeah, obviously.
No, as in like I now have no speakers, headphones, or anything. I don't mind. I've got 12 sets of these.
Hey Graham, it's going to be Windows Update. I guarantee it. It's going to be fucking with your drivers.
What should we do?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Right. Okay. Let's try that. See how we go.
Can you hear us though, Graham?
I can hear all of you now as well, which is
Wow.
even better.
That sounds
Before I could
terrific.
hear one of you, and it was not working. Right, let me just reload Roll20 and try and build up some will to live again. Okay, so as this is what I was trying to describe as Raven was interrupting me because he couldn't hear me. As you come down onto the docks, they are bursting with life. As the sort of the sun blazes in the sky, turning the waves a glittering gold. A giant hissing serpent glares out of the prow of a ship that must surely be the sea snake, and that's that large one here.
Yeah.
You make your way up the slick gangplank. Plank. That's not a word. Why can't I say gangplank? Gangplank. Gangplank. And see the hulking figure of Captain Jasan in conversation with Kappa Mariosa. Seeing you board, Mariosa turns from Captain Jasan and saunters towards you. About time, she says, taking your measure. Jasan was about to leave without you. She brushes past you with a smile and sways down the gangplank. Good hunting, she calls, not looking back. And she's gone. At which point you are now on the sea snake. You have a little look around and see there's lots of busy people running around, fixing riggings, moving what look to be large like harpoon guns. You see Jasan in conversation with what seems to be another large person. And he seems to be snarling orders at him, who then seems to be snarling orders back at everybody else.
So who knows him already? Because I've never met him.
Have we met him before?
Yeah, he was in the pub with Mariosa.
Oh, okay, no, so we haven't met him, yeah. Alright, let's go say hello.
Yeah. Ahoy there, Captain Jasan.
You think that's funny, do you? Bastards.
No, I was just getting into the spirit of it.
We're not here to fool around, dirty landlubbers. We're here to go and slay this fucking shark and sort out the problem. We ain't got time for jokes around here, boy.
I wasn't joking. It's just getting in the mood for some shark slaying.
Aye. Well, I'm afraid I ain't got time to deal with you dirty landlubbers today. Talk to Dendrick over there. He'll sort you out, my quartermaster. And Jasan just kind of like barges past you and click and goes up and stands at the back of the boat. And sort of starts barking orders at the guy behind at the back.
Cheeky bastard.
I will have none of that descent on this boat, young laddie. My name's Quartermaster Dendrick, and I'll be giving you your orders for this sunny day trip. Who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Well, I am Click, and these are my companions, Graven, Braun, and Reagan.
Did he say orders?
Yes, sounded like
You're
that.
on your son's ship now, boy. You better be showing some respect to the captain.
Well, we are on his vessel.
Respect is earned.
Aye, Jasan has earned many a year of respect, boy. Just because you're new to these parts, don't mean you can't respect it. Now, about today's journey, we'll be heading out shortly. We're just making final preparations, and then we're off to find and kill this shark. You guys just stay out the way and try not to get too much in the way. My men know what they're doing, and they don't need you messing it up for them.
Is it the first time you're going after this shark?
In the sea snake, sure, but the tears run. She was the last one to be sunk.
So what's the plan to deal with the undead element of this? This is no ordinary shark.
Aye. Even undead sharks can be killed with harpoon guns, and he sort of notions, and you see all around the boat there are these sort of large-looking harpoon guns. There's about 6 of them all the way around the boat. And he sort of explains that, aye, we're going to be heading out into the open water and seeing if we can lure this shark towards the boat where we can take a shot at it and get it killed. And you sort of see, as you say, you kind of look into the grating underneath you there, and you sort of see a couple of pigs squealing away. You get the distinct impression that they are going to be the bait for the shark.
That sounds all nice, but what happens after? I mean, the shark keeps coming back.
Aye, you see those ropes, laddie? We're going to pull that shark in, and then we're going to be swimming off anymore.
And weren't there more than one?
Not that I know of.
So the plan is to bring it aboard, and then bring it to land and tie it up?
Aye, we're going to kill it, drag it in, bring it back, and string it up by its ankles. For all to see, to show that Bastard Bay is safe again.
Ankles? You'd be telling me fish have got fingers next.
Aye.
My concern is more, how did that undead shark came to be? I don't think that just happens naturally. There must be some...
Aye, well, we don't do that sort of thinking on board this boat. We got jobs to do. It's just now, Birdman, could you think you make yourself useful and get up there on that there watch out and keep watch?
It's click. And yes.
Aye, good job. Get up there then.
Graham, where did we see Barbarossa go, or whatever her name was?
She sauntered off and has you saw her wander down the pier and wander back to off the edge of the pier.
I got a bad feeling about this, guys. I think we're going to take the boat out, and I think they're going to realise that they can't kill this undead shark without doing proper reading of decent source material on how to kill undead things properly. I think we should probably take a bit of time before we go and sink another boat off the shores of this place before we go out and wade into this, you know?
Aye, well, if you want to get off the boat, now's your time, laddie, because we're off any moment now. And you see that the deck hands are starting to untie the ropes, and you realise this is your last chance to get off the boat if you don't want to go.
Guys, what are you feeling?
I do feel like we're unprepared, but it's last time we were able to manage the shark quite okay, and we're more people now.
Okay,
Reagan's too busy vomiting over the side.
In fact, roll a Constitution ability check. See how well you're faring.
Constitution. That's better.
You're not quite being sick yet. You still got your, you got your feet going.
Oh, don't worry. That was just breakfast. It's fine.
And you sort of hear Courtmaster Dendrick just kind of like under his breath muttering things about landlubbers and bastards and general nice things. So Bron, the boat is leaving. Now's your time. Make a decision.
Well, I can't leave my friends if they're going to be stupid enough to stay on this. But let's go, I guess. FYI, guys, if Graham kills us all, I will so not be happy about this.
Oh
He'll
no!
do it as well. He's fucking mad.
Don't worry, I can fly away.
I just want to make more.
This is our first boys fishing trip. It's going to be awesome.
We're all going to die.
No, we'll get that shark.
So the sea snake makes its way out of port and makes its way out into open water. And you find it's weaving through jagged rocks, but with ease. You know, Jassan's shouting orders, and Quartermaster Dendrick is following them up with stern words and large sounds. After a short while, a jaunty sea shanty starts piping up. The crew starts singing as the as the boat is going up through the sea.
Just a quick question: who took the Sea's Kiss, or what was the name of the Queen's Kiss? Sorry. Who's holding it or carrying it?
Well, it's not me.
No, I haven't got it.
So there you go. You have it. By process of elimination, we have found out that you hold it.
All right. Because I have a ranged weapon, and that thing with the gust of wind kind of works as a ranged weapon as well. So it could be useful for someone. But I'm happy to keep it otherwise.
Yeah, hang on to it for now.
All right.
Okay, so the boat's been in theory open water for the last hour or so, but after another hour or so, Captain Jassan goes, "Ho! And the boat sort of comes to a stop, and somebody throws a large anchor off the side of the boat into the water, and the boat kind of stops. And the crew sort of start. Oh, hang on! I totally forgot. We need to do this.
What, change the map?
Yeah, we got all the maps today. Here we go. Magic, look.
Map still hasn't changed for me.
No, mate.
Has. Just close your eyes and reopen them, and then look, the map's there.
The map is there.
All right, so the deckhands, a couple of them disappear on the below deck, and a few minutes later, they come back with two squealing pigs. And not shortly after, they slit their throats, and it goes silent. And it's quite quiet aboard the ship now. And
I say out loud, that's a waste of good bacon.
And they, as you said, they like throw them over the side. They're kind of like in simple wooden cages fixed with ropes, and they toss them over both port and starboard sides. Once they're set, Dendrick calls for the men to make ready. Men, make ready! And all the crewmen are all stationed at the different harpoon points. All stationed at different harpoon guns, and more sailors armed with crossbows are positioned to the fore, the aft, and each side of the ship. You know, there's Jassan and Dendrick both stood at the back of the ship. There's a lot going on at this point.
So I'm way up on the mast, sorry. Hello?
Oh no. I'm telling you, if this is like happened and he's timed out again, he's going to rage quit.
What's this?
I just see him drawing squares as he's rage quitting.
That's blood. Can you not make circle shapes? I guess not. Yeah, that's most likely polygonal blood. 8-bit blood.
How do I? Is he saying enable Roll20 sound or enable Roll20 voice?
Yeah, enable Roll20 sound, which I don't know how to.
He needs to change it over to the new version, not the legacy. Is he talking about the web? Whatever it's called, WebRTC.
What are we doing? Abandoning Discord?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hey,
I'm
what do you
losing
mean
the with this.
enable all Roll20 sound? I've got Roll20 sound turned on. Do you mean turn
It might be worth us trying to put our do the voice and stuff through Roll20 rather than Discord, because as far as I could tell, then my internet didn't cut out, but Discord certainly did.
Graham, you need to change it over to the new WebRTC rather than the legacy one.
I did. WebRTC.
So, can you guys hear me?
I don't think that's a me thing.
Yeah, we can hear you out.
Okay, because
Yeah,
you're hearing me
whoever the
from
DM
Roll20.
is.
Yeah.
Well,
Under game settings.
Oh, I got to change it there. Oh, we'll just try.
Yeah.
We'll just try Discord.
Well, no, game settings, the cog thing on the right.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
that.
And at the
Down
bottom,
the
there's I want to broadcast to
Yeah, I've done
others.
There'll be a.
I've done that.
Make sure it's
Roll20, WebRTC, Chrome and Firefox only.
Well, Alp's coming through loud and clear on Roll20, so.
Yep.
Oh, because it's saying on here that it's using the old legacy one, which isn't supported in Chrome anymore.
It's not what it says on mine.
have you done an F5 since he's changed it?
Hang on. Let me exit again and.
I've even
back in
reconnected
again.
them to
Hang
the
on.
chat and updates and things.
All right, hang on a sec. Come back in again.
Yeah, you do need to click on reconnect when you're doing that.
I think you might need to disconnect from Roll20 to from Discord. Hang on.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Let me disconnect from there a minute.
And for me, it's just a matter of selecting the right inputs. You have the video and audio chat options, right? Can't hear anyone right now.
Hello.
Yes?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
okay.
This is Reagan. Testing.
I can hear you.
It's working.
Can you hear me?
So Graven and Adam I can hear.
Yeah, I
From-
can hear you.
Awesome.
Well, I can hear that person who's saying, "Can you hear me?" Say your screen name.
Alp.
I can hear Alp.
So it's just
I can hear Graven.
Graham and Bron
For now, yes.
that we can't hear.
Ron can hear us. I had to click reconnect twice on mine to get it working. How do I give myself a nice avatar? I can't find the chat avatars.
That's your account user profile.
Account user profile.
So it wouldn't be on this window. You'd have to go to. Who's that?
Adam.
I can hear Adam. And Claire.
I can hear you.
Hey,
And
we can
Graven.
hear you.
Yeah, but you have to stop
If
your.
don't use Firefox. That's the rule we need to learn here.
Okay.
Oh,
What is it?
someone's got. Oh, that's Discord. I can disconnect from that. Great. Can everyone hear everybody else? Graven, check in, please.
Graven here.
Bron, check in, please.
I think Bron's the only one we can't hear.
Hello.
Hey,
Yay.
we can hear you.
Oh my God, is it
Reagan,
working?
check in, please.
It's working.
Thank fuck, I was about to give up.
Yeah, Reagan, Adam here.
Click, check in, please.
Click is here.
So we just haven't got Bron.
Red October standing by.
Oh, Bron is here too.
Bron's
he's
here
not.
now.
No.
No, he's not.
Oh,
But we
Graham's
couldn't hear
put
you
on
for
the
ages, and then
shared
suddenly it
thing for the
came on.
harpoon gun.
I
Did you-
changed to using Chrome, so that may have been the difference.
Ah, yeah. Maybe that's it. What's he using then?
I don't know.
Have we
Probably
lost Graham
Chrome.
again?
Has he enabled it? Because probably.
Can you all
disabled it.
hear me?
Yes, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
Bron.
Oh, I can't hear Bron. See,
Bron
this is
is
the problem
here.
we had before when we were using Roll20. There's some people could.
Oh, check his volume settings, Graham. If you go over his avatar, you can see a volume bar.
Oh yeah.
You'd think in 2018 it would be easy to do, voice over the internet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I still can't hear Alex.
I am here.
Oh, I can hear Alex.
Yay!
All right,
can't.
Grass Graven, Alex. Graven, can you hear Bron?
No.
Hit F5. That's what I did.
No.
Graham, do you want to take roll call?
Hey, I can hear him.
I did do a roll call. Right, so that's Graven, that's Alex. Adam,
Yeah, I'm here.
can you hear both Bron and Graven?
Yep.
Click, can you hear everybody else?
I can hear everyone.
Yay!
Yes.
This is the perfect time for the music to come in then.
Wow. Or roll 20 to crash.
All right. So the sails, they've been swaying gently in the calm sea breeze as you watch the waters around the sea snake slowly turn to red. The crewmen... oh, that was a bit more than I was expecting. The crewmen stare nervously at the churning waters, shifting restlessly from foot to foot. Just when it feels the bait was for nothing, a shadow begins to grow beneath the water.
I just got a shiver. Ooh.
Suddenly, a mouth filled with 100 razor-sharp teeth erupts from the sea.
Shark!
I'm gonna need a bigger pig.
From the sea, devouring the pig cage, and all in a single monstrous bite. And at this point, I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
All right.
Remember to click your token first, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Let's do this.
Oh. Hang on, let's try that, yes. No.
That's not very good, Graven.
Pretty poor, in fact.
Oh. Bear with me, it's disappeared.
Oh yeah, the old man needs a town. Of course he does.
I like the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's funky, isn't it?
It's very nice.
It sounds like it's fresh out of Far Cry Dragon, whatever. Blood Dragon, that was it.
Right. Okay, so the shark then dives into the water, disappearing beneath the waves. You sort of see it. You see him. All of a sudden, comes erupting out the other side, and attacks the other pig cage, gulping it all down in one big strike. At which point, the two crew members on the harpoon guns on the other side fire the harpoon guns at the shark. Where's the thing for that? Aha! Found it. Right. Okay. So the two crewmen on the side of the boat fire, and both, and see the harpoons go flailing straight into the water. One of them bounces off the side of the shark, the other one straight into the water. And they immediately start trying to wind back in the harpoons. Jassan sort of tries to steer the boat and starts like shouting orders and just being generally a bit useless. And then Click, you're up.
All right, I take my boomerang out, fly over here, stay quite high just to make sure I'm not reachable, and attack.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
All right.
Does 6 damage. Okay.
And I get my boomerang back in hand.
Okay. So it hits the fin of the shark and comes spinning back to your hand. Bron, you're up.
You hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Yep.
Okay, right. I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat, okay? So, I'm going to attack the shark
Okay.
using my longbow.
Okay. Not on this boat.
Okay. So, I'll try and attack the shark again using my sharpshooter feat.
Okay, so as you fire your first bow, you sort of fumble quite a bit. You try and fire again. This time at disadvantage after your first fumble.
Disadvantage.
Yes, please. Firing it straight into the side of the shark. Without any
Remember,
hesitation.
that's at
With -5. Yep. You
yeah.
hit it.
Okay, cool. So that does
18 damage.
yeah, 18 damage.
Straight into the side, straight through the hard flesh of the shark, like rotting flesh, and doing 18 solid points of damage.
And that's going to be it for me for now, because I'm not going to use my action surge just in case shit gets a bit spicy.
Okay, and Graven, you're up.
All right, I draw my longbow, fire at the shark. 15.
15 does hit, yeah.
Well, that's 4 damage, and I fire
Okay.
again. Get 2 attacks. 21.
Yep, that hits as well.
9.
9 damage, alright. You fire a lot, but twice at the shark in quick succession.
All right, that's me done.
Alright, and Reagan, you're up.
Okay. Barbarians come with 4 javelins as standard, so I'm going to quick one of those. I don't know how to get it up as a weapon on my character sheet. How does that work? I've got it in my equipment. A javelin. I've got 4 javelins.
Right.
How do I?
So you would need to add that into your attack sections at some point. So then you can just attack with it, and then you would, obviously, if you lose it, just take one off your inventory.
Got it. I see.
Tell you what, we can probably sort that out pretty quickly.
There we go. I've done it.
Oh, well done. Easy peasy, look. Okay, so you lob a javelin at the shark. You just straight into the side of the shark.
It does. Oh no, sorry.
If you press it in the chat window.
Yeah, of course. It's all coming back to me. 6 piercing.
That's 6 piercing straight through one of the ribs of the shark. Okay, did you want to do anything else?
You also. No, that's me done for now.
Okay. At which point the two harpoonists on the side of the boat reload their. They've just about got the harpoons back in the thing. You hear a click, click as they fire and fire again, straight at the shark. This time, both of them straight into the side of the shark, doing 20 damage. But also, you notice that once the harpoons have gone in, the ropes are now attached to the side of the shark. Click, you're up.
Okay. I was thinking. Okay, I'd like to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And I want to make it look like there's one more pig in a cage available for a tasty pig for this shark to bite on.
All right, okay. Where are you going to put that?
I'll put it, let's see. Yeah, they can see mostly sideways, the sharks, if I recall. Well, let's just put it...
Roll a nature check to see what you know sharks can see.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's going to be mostly nothing.
Can't see John Cena.
Yep. I know nothing about sharks. Okay.
You're not too sure how sharks can see. No, you're right.
We don't have a lot of underwater stuff in the plane of air. Let's just say that.
That's true. That's very correct.
So I'm just gonna guess he would see in front of himself. So I'm gonna say here. Sorry, here.
Okay.
So do I need to click my spell or?
Yes, just so I can read it. There you go. But it is just an action. All right, great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. And then so if it tries to investigate it, it has to do an investigation check against.
Yeah,
your
I mean,
DC.
if it tries to bite it, it would go through it. So
yeah, that's right.
At that point, but it would lose its action.
All right.
So.
But at this point, the shark starts shaking itself, like viciously trying to free itself from the harpoons. One of the ropes like snaps out of the old man, and he sort of like tries to start swimming and kind of swims a little bit under the boat. And then Bron, you're up.
I announce, guys, the shark is tethered to us. He's swimming under us. Get ready to do a barrel roll. So Graham, I still have line of sight on the shark. Where is the shark?
No, you can't see the shark, especially from there.
Okay, right. So the shark swam from this side under, right? Going that way.
Sure. No, I don't know. I don't know what. When? Just now?
Yeah.
You can't. Well, I mean, the shark was here.
Yeah.
And he started swimming towards this direction, but you can't see it anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna go and grab this side. I'll ready my arrow to attack.
Okay.
And I'm ready in action of when I see the shark to shoot.
Okay. Graven, you're up.
What am I gonna do? I think I'll just move here. And that's about all I can do for now, I think.
Okay. Reagan, you're up. Is he gone? Hello?
Is he there?
I'm here, sorry. Can I ask one of the crewmen or search the ship for any barrels that might float?
So you probably find some underneath. You want to go have a look?
Yeah, so go and have a look and bring two up, maybe one in each arm. And then that's my turn.
Okay. Which point, you should sort of hear more orders being shouted from Jisan and the quartermaster. The guy who's lost his harpoon, the guy who's got his harpoon stuck into, he's kind of like trying to reel it in, even though it's still attached. The other guy's trying to find another harpoon to load in the thing. And Click, you're up.
Okay. I think if I fly here, I should be able to shoot on either side of the ship. So I'll just ready my action. If I see the shark, I will attack it.
Okay. And then it is okay. At this point, you see the guy who's trying to reel in the shark. He kind of hear like a snapping noise, and he like lets go. And you hear, ah! He says, "Oh shit!" It's the sort of the rope kind of snaps away. As it does so, the shark. So he sort of he tries to grab onto the rope and kind of hold it, but it pulls him towards right towards the edge of the boat. And you see that I can't click on the right thing. You see the shark come billowing out of the water, almost at free, but just takes him off the side of the boat, straight through his head.
Ugh.
Oh,
It does.
Jesus.
Just basically clearing straight through him, taking a piece of the boat off with him, including the harpoon gun, and they sort of all land back in the water at the same time, and that guy's now quite obviously dead.
so
Oh my god, they killed Kenneth!
And this harpoon gun is now also broken,
Okay.
and the side of the boat is also quite broken.
Cut to underwater scene of body parts floating downwards.
And that was. Hang on, I need to. Whoa! Holy shit! Wow. Okay, good. Oh wait. Oh no, shit. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, I was just figuring things out in my head. It's not good for you. Holy shit. Okay, fine, good. Right, no worries. Brian, you're up.
Can I just use my ready to attack, actually?
Yeah. Everybody who'd ready to attack can fire at the shark while it was in midair taking this guy out.
So who else ready to attack? Besides me?
I did.
So you go first, do it.
Okay,
Go.
alright, so I just attack.
Okay.
With my boomerang.
Yes, you just throw it straight in the nose of the shark. You know that's a good place to hit it, and it does 7 bludgeoning damage.
And get my boomerang back in hand.
The shark. I'm going to move the shark here, just because I can't move, otherwise get to him. Alright, okay. And then...
I had a...
Ron, yeah, you fire your longbow straight at him as well. Yeah, straight in the shark.
I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat on that.
Okay.
Cool. So that's going to be 19 damage.
19 damage. Alright, yes, you both just fire straight at him. Choo, choo, doing quite a bit of damage.
Do I get my second attack?
Not on your... I don't know.
It's not a reaction, it's ready to attack, right? So it's his normal...
Sweet.
Yes,
What's
it's
for
an
me?
attack, so yeah.
I'm going to take that straight up.
That hits. That's 4 damage.
Woo.
Alright, so yeah, you just barrage it as it's in midair, taking out this guy. You sort of completely rinse it. Did anybody else have anything readied? I don't think so.
Nope.
Alright, at which point, Bron, you're up.
I don't think so. Because I readied an attack and then it was someone else's go.
It's now your turn.
Okay, fine. I'm going to attack it with my longbow.
From there, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Wait, hang on. So I'm going to move to this side of the boat.
Okay.
Standing. I'm going to move up here, away from the edge on the higher ground. Okay.
Okay, but it is sort of over here. So you
Oh
have
well,
to...
you can't move it.
I did. I told you I moved it because I couldn't get to it.
Okay. So I'm here, line of sight. I'm going to attack it. Okay.
Yep.
So right, I'll roll. Okay, I'll use sharpshooter feat on that.
Okay. Hang on. What's 19 minus 5?
It makes it.
What's 19 minus 5?
14.
14.
Alright, yep, that does make it. That does 15 damage.
Yep. And I'll do that again. Boom. And I'll use that again. $16 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you're raining down on it. It's looking pretty. There's quite a lot of blood and flesh and rotting shark flesh and stuff in the water now.
This shark is hardcore.
It just took like a humongous chunk out the side of that boat. I can't explain to you how big the bite was. All right, and then Graven, you're up.
Okay, I'll run up to the side, fire my bow.
Okay.
That is. Pew! There's one.
That hits.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And again. 12.
That does not hit. It bounces off one of the ribs of the shark.
Okay, and then I'll use the rest of my movement to move back again.
Okay.
The middle. That's me done.
Okay. Then Reagan, you're up.
Okay, I'll move over to this harpoon and tie a barrel to the trailing rope.
Okay.
And then, is that an interaction?
Yeah.
Right.
Go.
Yeah. So I've got an action remaining, so I will attempt to throw a javelin at the shark.
All right, so you sort of throw your javelin and straight over the head of the shark and into the water. You hear a very unsatisfying splash sound.
With some leftover movement, just move back.
All right.
Not the rum.
What? So you tied a barrel to the rope of the harpoon.
Yep.
So what are you expecting to happen when the harpoon gets fired?
The barrel goes overboard, and we can see the barrel floating around it.
Ah, okay, I see.
It
Cool.
stops
The shark.
from also
Thinking,
from diving.
All right, so
I don't know where I got that idea from.
cracking idea. So the harpoonist who sat on the side of the boat, he fires another harpoon straight into the side of the shark. You see the goes and the barrel goes with it. Almost takes the back of this guy's head off as he doesn't quite realise that it's there. But it does. He tries to jump out of the way, and just about managed to miss the barrel that comes flying out from behind him into the shark, and everybody else is sort of running around a bit like headless chickens. And then Click, it's your turn.
Is my illusion still going? I don't quite know how that works.
Yeah, it is. Nothing's tried to interact with it. It's still sort of over here. The shark's been a bit busy with being harpooned.
Okay. I guess I'll just leave it there for now. I'll fly here and attack again.
Okay.
Does that hit?
No, this time it sort of just bounces straight off the head of the shark.
Alright. Too bad.
At which point the shark dives down into the water. Take it sort of like it spins around, and you see that the other side of the rope that the barrel was attached to kind of just starts floating up and onto the top of the sea, and the shark has swum down below the water. And
We can see the barrel.
you can see the barrel and the other end of the rope.
Okay.
And it goes eerily quiet.
Did it just die, or?
So hang on, Graham. Did it let the barrel off?
Yes, that's why you saw the other end of the rope.
Oh, gay.
And just sounds sort of shouting, "Quick, after it! Get in the water and get it!"
You what, mate?
You first.
Yeah, after you.
What, you just gonna let it go just like that?
Dude, you just saw your fucking mate get his head taken off. You want to get in the water?
God damn it, we can't let it get away like this.
What kind of damage did it do? Sorry.
What to the boat?
Yeah, or to the...
Pretty major damage.
Yeah.
You get in that fucking boat, and, well, I'll look forward to living in your house and fucking your wife.
Sometimes the best route is to take the fight to where it's not expecting it. I'm sure it's a fight you can win.
You get in that water, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be turned into chunks. Come on, Graham. Let me roll a
Captain,
persuasion check. This guy's being a moron.
He sort of walks up to you and he says, "We're over the old wreck. The old man is known to hunt around this. You can dive down and get it while it's unprepared."
All right. Let's talk about it just for a second. So I could try and... Yeah, I was going to say I can try and fly around to see if I could spot it from above, but it's most likely too deep for that, right? I do have a Pass Without Trace spell, which means that we all get +10 to our stealth checks.
Can I say to Jasan, how do we know Yog's still going to be here when we resurface? I think you should come with us.
I'm not going to survive down there. You seem like clever folk. You'll find a way. I got to look after this motley crew. If I leave, they definitely won't be here. But I'll give you my word as captain. If you go down there and kill that old man, we'll be here when you get back. Put it this way. Either you go in there yourself, or we throw you in.
Oh, nice.
But that old man's going to get killed either way.
Is he talking about me?
It sounds fun. Shall we do it?
Well, I think we need to use the shell so we can breathe underwater for a start.
Yeah,
Be
that's
handy.
definitely a good idea.
So let's do that.
I told you you were resourceful fellas.
We should tie each other to rope, maybe?
I don't know if that's going to help us, is it?
It would help us to bring us back to the surface if we need to.
Yeah, but if the shark gets hold of the rope, then
It would help the shark floss.
that's a disaster for us, isn't it? I don't think tying us all together is going to help.
Okay. And I could do Pass Without Trace if you'd like to take a stealth approach, which I think is definitely a good idea. Because
What about if the captain drops anchor and we pull ourselves down the anchor and we know
he's
then we've got
yeah.
a visual way of seeing if he
Oh,
leaves?
yeah. Well, you know the anchor has been thrown over.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We could do that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Is there any way of utilising the cages on our way down as well?
So they look like kind of big enough for small pigs, but probably not for you guys. Maybe if any of you were gnomes, you'd fit in. But you've also seen the old man take a just gigantic mouthful of the whole thing. So probably not.
I'm sorry, this is bonkers. Who is getting in the water with that thing in there? Sorry, none of these guys are jumping in. This is not a damn good idea. This is just going to kill us all.
You got a better idea?
Yeah, stay up here, wait for it to come back and get us.
Aye, I can guarantee you, laddie. What waits for you up here if you stay is much worse than if you go down there and sort out the problem. Why didn't you go down there and be a hero and come back?
Because I'd rather
Come back
stay
to the
alive.
world.
Why don't you go down there?
I told you my reasonings, boy.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. I'm staying up here. I'm not dying down there.
What are the rest of you doing whilst he's having this slight hissy fit?
well,
Reagan's calculating how much he can sell this ship for.
yeah. That shark did do a lot of damage to that guy for a start, which is a bit worrying.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a one bite kill type of situation. But could we tell before it dived in whether it was pretty beaten up?
Yeah, it looked pretty. You done quite a lot of damage to it. You could definitely tell that. There was lots of, there's still lots of shark flesh and bones and stuff all over the, all sort of in the sea.
Yeah. Well,
Graham.
they're gonna chuck us over anyway, aren't they?
Well, hang on. Graham, can I get a head count of the alive members of crew still on ship?
So you can see 6 members of the crew. And you can obviously see the quartermaster as well as the Captain Jassan.
We should bring some with us. We can be up to 10 people underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, meat shields.
Yes.
Okay. How many of them are prepared to go in the water?
Hey, we got ship fixing to do. I told you we're not coming in with you. This is a fight you guys have got to do. But I
No.
believe in you.
No. Graham, can I do an insight check to see if things turn nasty? How many of them I could probably take out?
Yeah, sure. So you reckon you could take a couple of them out, but you don't think it's a fight you're going to win up top?
What are the odds if my mates chip in as well?
I sort of included that in my paraphrasing.
No,
You
said
definitely couldn't take the whole lot on your own.
no.
There's like 8 of them and one of you.
So on that assessment, it looks like we don't have a choice. We need to go down.
Yeah.
I mean, that is definitely the vibe you're getting off of Jassan. I mean, you certainly could stay, but it's going to involve a fight. That's kind of where you are.
All right.
Why did we agree to help these guys? They're
Arseholes.
they are.
Because you'll become... And so Jassan says to you, "Aye, lads, I told you, this is time where the boys become men and the heroes become heroes." It's
Yeah,
time.
if we don't become corpses, you mean?
Aye, well, if you do, we'll fish you out, don't worry. We'll tell a story, a tale like none has ever been heard before.
Graham,
Oh,
I'm going to kill this guy.
okay.
Oh God, here we
You want
go.
to do it now?
The map's changed, by the way.
That's it?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's now the it's now the HDR render of the boat.
I said let's just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
what
we
are
don't
our
have
odds?
the choice, do
we have a beaten up shark, or 8 abled pirates. But
Yeah, we don't have a choice. There's nothing we can do about it.
So let's just talk about how we're going to do it.
Right.
Use the shell so we can all breathe underwater.
Yeah, that's a given.
Reagan's idea of climbing down the anchor seemed like a good idea.
Yeah.
And then see what we see when we get down there.
And should I do pass without trace so we can try and go undetected?
Yeah, that's a good idea as well. Yeah. Anything that helps, I think.
That's what it
Be
is.
good.
So...
Okay, so you guys, you see that there's some ropes thrown over the side, and you decide that you're going to climb down the ropes, and climb down the anchor chain that obviously goes down to the... So as you climb over the side, and Jassan says, "Hey, best of luck to you lads. I hope to see you again."
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes back to doing what he was doing before.
Yeah, we'll see you again, Jassan.
So as you get in the water, it's cold, especially around feathers and legs, especially for you, Click. You're not wearing too much. It's quite cold as you get into the water. In fact, this is probably the first time you've ever been in water, not alone. It's quite choppy, so you follow your friends. The further you descend, the less light there seems to be. You find that you don't really seem to be too worried about not having to breathe, though. It's kind of just thoughts that have completely left your mind. The darkness, coupled with the unusual environment, is disorientating at times. It's hard to tell which way is up and which way is down, but you just keep plodding, following Reagan, who's pulling you one step at a time down the anchor chain. Eventually, you see something up ahead, barely visible through the murky waters. It seems to be a ship. It lies on its side, battered and broken, and with a gaping hole in its hull. That's a bad sentence. Algae and barnacles cling to it, and a tall forest of seaweed seems to be growing within. Rusted lettering. So as you sort of get down to the bottom of the chain, you're actually right next to the hull and the hole in the side of the ship, and you can see rusted lettering along the side of the ship. Declares the ship Titan's Gift.
Okay.
you guys are here. So as you get to the bottom of the chain, so this is all underwater, by the way. Just so you don't get that. Just so you get that. We're gonna turn the amazing music on again. The
Shark.
yeah. So Graven looks over and sees that there seems to be a shark swimming directly towards you. The hole in front of you, by the way, does not look big enough for this shark to fit through.
So just one thing. I had passed without trace on. Would we not remain undetected?
Yeah, you can roll a stealth check. Yeah.
So we all get +10 to this check, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so through the through the mist, Graven spots the shark and sort of yells "shark," whispers it to you all, but you don't notice that the shark has seen you yet. It doesn't seem to be swimming particularly towards any one fashion, but it does seem to be swimming in what seems to be a very predetermined fashion, almost like it just swims this route over and over again. But it is slowly getting closer to you.
So let's go inside the hull.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the hull again?
Here.
All right, in front of us.
Yeah, let's nip in through the hole.
Okay, so as you go into the boat, you're now inside what feels like the belly of the ship. A number of large crates are pressed up against the door, which is here, blocking it. And that's about all you see.
All right.
Should have a rummage around, see if we can find anything useful for killing sharks.
Yeah, sure.
So, perception check, maybe have a look around.
Yeah. So as you can have a look around. As you look around, you kind of find it quite difficult to move through the water now that you're not moving down the chain. You kind of float around and you have a little look. You find lots of crates along the shelves containing long spoiled food, rotten cloth, and sort of bits of damp coal. It's obviously all completely sopping wet.
Is there anything that looks very heavy that I could hold to weigh me down? Although I guess my axes would be...
Yeah, I mean, they're sort of weighing you down onto the... It's kind of like, walking on the moon type of walking around the boat.
Right, okay.
But you can mainly see that there's the large barrels and stuff up against the wall here.
All right, let's move those out of the way then, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I need a strength check, please.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics.
From everyone or just...
whoever's trying to move the barrels. No, Graven doesn't need help. He just comes like lifts the barrels up and out of the way. You can see as you sort of open the door. There's kind of a room 15 by 10 foot wide, kind of almost entirely on its side as the rest of the ship. You can see that the room was probably once quite austere, but now its contents are thrown to one side. A large wooden desk, bed frame, and a strange large black cube are all piled atop each other on the left wall. The bloated and rotting remains of the former occupant are pinned between the large crate and the wall.
Can we
It's
examine...
a black cube, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a black cube, about 5 feet wide. Looks to be... Sure, do you want to pick it up?
No, I want to just look at it first.
Okay, so it seems to be... in fact, roll a perception... No, roll an investigation check, please. Everyone that's looking at it, by the way.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
Woohoo! Natural 20.
Okay, so Click notices that this thing is it looks to be a single solid piece of obsidian. As you look at it very carefully, and Click notices that there is almost an imperceptible seam horizontally across the center of the cube.
I relay that information to the others. This is odd.
Ever seen anything like this?
If you want to inspect the seam, roll an Arcana check.
Ugh. Okay, that's... not so bad.
Okay, so Click doesn't really know what the implications of the seam are.
Tap it with the sword.
Can I roll a history check, see if I've come across anything like this on my travels before?
So you can roll an Arcana check to see if you see what. It's kind of a. You can try and roll a history check to see if you've heard of anything like this before, but not really. No, it seems sort of almost just kind of a complete black unknown.
I ain't seen anything like this before.
Does it look as though it might separate into 2 bits? Is it that kind of seam?
Yeah, it looks like the cube. So Click sort of realise that it looks like the cube is kind of magically sealed, which is why you're trying to dive into the depths of your magical knowledge. Roll an Arcana check, Graham.
Hang on. Arcana.
Okay, so you do actually, as you sort of look even harder, you think that you definitely notice that this thing is magically sealed, though exactly what the trigger to open the cube is, you really have no idea.
Tap it with the sword.
Is there anything written on the cube? Any command words or anything?
Nope.
Like that? Did you say there was a desk?
There's a desk which is pinning the corpse, a bloated corpse against the wall, basically.
Okay, can
I'll give you a hand moving the desk.
Check the desk. Check the corpse.
Yes, so you have a look through the corpse. Oh, okay. Hang on, just talk amongst yourselves for just a brief moment. I just need to decide whether I want to do this or not.
I'm slowly moving away. Is that what you're doing, Braun? You're tapping it with your sword?
No. So
hang on. Just hold fire.
hang on. There's this big cube, and we got an obsidian sword. Correct?
No.
Huh?
No,
No, the cube is made of obsidian.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so as you hang on, I was not prepared. I apologize. Hold on a second.
I am not tapping the cube then.
Oh, don't worry about that. You've gone past that.
Are we all undead?
I feel like I'm in the Goonies.
You're in a boat.
I love you, Chunk.
Okay, so so you're inspecting the crushed body. Is that what's going on here? Is that what we'll be doing?
Well, it was the desk and the crushed body, really.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
so
just
you
kind of looking at it rather than touching it first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can see that there is a desk and there is a sort of the corpse has definitely been pinned against the wall by the desk. It's rather bloated. It's obviously been there quite a long time.
Right. Can I poke it with my sword?
The person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. As you do so.
So it's still pinned by the desk, right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. The thing is definitely dead.
All
Definitely dead. But as you poke your sword into the crushed body, you hear a mournful wail as a spirit, disfigured and clad in ragged robes and with arcane runes and lettering stitched into its skin, materializes in a swirl of fabric.
Does it remind us of the ones we saw in Ragmore's lair?
Making that money work there, Graham.
And I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Oh. What's going on here then? 10, that's pretty
We're
cool.
about to get effed in the A.
He'll do.
Who's that?
I'll send you an actual picture of what this thing looks like, but that is the representation. It'd be a lot scarier though. Okay, so in front of you appears a ginormous one of these. See Discord.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Ooh.
that doesn't look very
Oh
nice.
shit. Oh shit. It's the fucking Hell Cube from Doom.
Did any of you want to roll an Arcana check before? See if you know what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, why
I
not?
would like to roll an Arcana check. I know fuck all, but
Reagan, you want to have a go? Okay, so you see in front of you what Graven and Reagan see have been described to them in the past in many a tale in a pub, but they never thought until now that it was real. An Edokas, which was once a powerful warlock, cursed by its former patron for failing in a task, breaking its pact, and falling foul. So normally found floating around. This one's obviously chained to something in this room, and at which point. And it's obviously attacking you. And Reagan, you're up. Is he still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Cool.
I am going to equip my double-handed axe. And I will go into frenzy.
Okay.
And then charge in.
Solid plan.
So and then using rage. Does that hit?
It does hit. Yeah, you just like right strapped and bam with your thing.
How did you call this monster?
An Edokas.
Edokas.
That's 15 plus 10 slashing.
Is it plus the 10 or is that for your advantage that it rolled? Is it not just the 15?
Let's have a look.
I think the plus 10 is rolling
I
for
get, yeah, I get 1d12 plus 3 slashing.
Yeah. So that's your 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just run strapped. Slam Rita straight into the side of him.
And then with frenzy, I get to do another attack.
Okay.
So I'll do the same again with Rita.
Again, this one slammed. This one. So this time you sort of you try to hit it, and it sort of like plunges into. No, it's not quite where you think it is, and swipes straight past it.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay, and then it is Bron's turn.
So, Graham,
Hello.
what did I see about that axe attack? Did I see him actually taking damage?
Yes.
So, it looks like the attacks that we are making are actually hitting home and are useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So, I am going to use my bow and arrow. I'm going to take aim and fire from here. Now, I'm going to use my sharpshooter feat on that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that still hits.
Good. I deal 18 damage.
18 damage, yeah. Straight into the side of the Dorcas.
I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take that straight up. No, wait.
I don't see any rolls.
Wait. I'm going to use my superiority dice to add to that.
I don't see what you've rolled.
16.
It's just updated. You rolled a 16. Yeah, that hits.
I'm taking that one straight up, so that's 4 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go and use my action surge.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 20. I'm going to take my sharpshooter feat with that. So that's a 15.
Okay, yeah, which hits as well.
That's a 7. Sorry, that's a 20 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you're raining them down on this thing.
Yeah, I don't like this thing. and I get to use my last go, which is I'm going to take sharpshooter on that again.
Okay.
Fucking hell. I'm a little tank. And that's
Hang on, where's this last one come from? Oh, because you got 4 with your thing. Yeah.
2 and 2. 4.
So you've
20 damage.
20 damage. All right. Yeah. So you like just rain down. This thing's looking pretty beat up, like very hurt at this point. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, at this point, you all hear a sudden, loud, ringing noise come screaming in your ears. You get painfully intense, erupting almost directly out of the Dorcas in front of you. Almost, but not quite. At which point you hear the mighty, thunderous noise. And I need you all to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. Can I use my inspiration as well?
Yeah.
For advantage.
Ugh.
Ooh.
There you go.
Okay, so anybody who rolled higher than a 14 or higher takes half of this damage.
So everyone but me.
Oh, wait.
I'm having like a downfall moment here. Everyone that hasn't rolled this dice, please leave the room.
It's not that bad. So Click takes 19 damage. Everybody else takes 9.
So I'm at 2 points.
Oh shit!
You
You got a health potion, right? Click.
I do not, because I'm broke.
And then it's Graven's turn.
All right. Draw my long sword. I move to here.
Okay.
And I attack him with it. I'm flanking him, yeah?
Yeah.
So get advantage.
Yeah.
All right. So attack number 1. 22. Is it hit?
Sorry.
22.
22. Where'd that come from?
Yes.
I see 12.
Because I get
you're
advantage
flanking.
because you're flanking.
Yes, it does. It does hit him.
Right, so that's 12 slashing damage for the first attack.
All right. So as you swipe your sword at him, he looks at you, points his finger at you, and you're momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Can I... 18.
Okay. So you're going to take half.
Come on.
Half of those 2 d10s damage.
I can see 3.
Sorry, yeah, one of 12. Ignore that one. Oh my god! So you take 20 damage from these hellish fire.
We can't hear you anymore. Or I can't hear anyone. Hello? Hello, hello?
Hello.
I can
Hello.
hear. I can
Hello?
hear. Yeah, I can just hear Graham now,
All right. Sorry. Hello.
but I can't hear the others yet.
Is everybody else? Is everybody else there?
Don't think so. Everybody crashed basically. I think I could.
Oh, okay. It wasn't just me. I thought it was just me.
Or it's just Roll20 that had a problem and kicked everyone out.
Except the people.
Who's
who can't
that?
hear. I can't hear Graven and Reagan. All right. I'm going to refresh. I'll be back in a minute.
Everybody's avatars disappeared off my screen, and now
Yeah.
I can only hear you.
It was the same for me.
Oh, I can hear out now.
So we're 3 who are back. Braun and Graven who can't hear yet.
Graven here yet?
Don't think so.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? I only take half that damage, don't I? Because I made my save.
You do.
So that's only
you
10
take-
points damage.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear everybody else? Because we're having issues.
I can hear you, and I could hear Cliff a second ago. But if everybody could say something,
Adam
Butt
here.
scratcher!
Yeah, okay, we're over here.
I can't hear Reagan.
Can you hear
Adam
me?
here.
I can hear Reagan.
Me
I
too.
can hear
Yes,
Reagan.
A lot of people talking at once. Can just Reagan say something?
Hello, I'm
Yeah, I
here.
can hear Reagan. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
All right, so that was my first attack. I've got
so
another
as
one.
you swing at it with your second swing.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
18.
So you just sort of like the flames are still in your face. You don't quite catch it with your second swing.
What, 18?
Oh, 18. Oh, because you're
Yeah, I
flanking.
got advantage.
All right, yeah, okay. No, you do. You like push the flames out of the way. You steady
Right.
yourself. You take a second swing, and then
So
I
that's
want you
12.
to describe how you kill it.
All right, I plunge the sword right into his rib cage, through the flames, and drive it up through, lop his head off.
All right, and you see sort of his head just starts sort of like floating away in the doodah.
Water.
So yes, water, boat, all of those words.
Fantastic. Does he kind of disappear? He was sort of spirity, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or does he leave a body that we can
I think there's a
search?
body. Hang on. There is probably a body. Yeah, it's not ethereal. It's
All right,
sort
we
of
want to search it.
But it doesn't look like it's got a lot on it. I mean, you've seen the picture. It's basically a
Okay.
naked thing covered in
Yeah.
fabric.
All right.
And
Okay.
chains and things.
Can we check the desk? Search the desk.
Yeah, you can. Hang on. Let me just.
Anyone has a potion?
Are you nearly dead? Are you?
Yeah, I'm at 2 hit points. So not that it makes a difference with a shark.
It
Whether
makes a
I'm-
big fucking difference because we can't short rest down here without drowning.
No, I mean, even if I'm at
Shit.
full health, bite from the shark
Could we not just drink more water from the thing? I don't know. We can only use it once, can't we?
once a day. Yeah, so no.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! We can't short rest then.
So
But the other thing that I'd say, okay, is can we use the other side, the wind attack, once a day as well?
I think so.
So
Yes.
perhaps we can do that inside this boat under the sea to fill the boat with air and breathe down here for a bit.
She said it would just make the water move. It-
No, she said it would be windy, didn't she?
Gust of wind it casts.
So what is wind if not air? Anyway, whatever. It's worth a go if you want. If not, we'll play it safe and get the fuck out of here before you'll drown.
Yeah, how long have we been underwater now?
Probably 5-6 minutes. Not too long.
Well, half of
Well-
our allowable air.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It didn't take you too long to dispatch this guy. By the time you sort of climb down, it's about 300 feet down you've come. You've explored the about 5 minutes.
Okay, so
Graven said you wanted to have a look around the desk and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can see, the cube is still there. The body is still there. The hasn't moved. Although a small amount of blood did kind of like poodle out as you poked at the thing.
But there's no clues as to perhaps a command word for the box or anything like that.
There's no clues. No, not really. You could roll another last ditch attempt Arcana check to see if you can work it out.
can I do that too?
15.
You can aid him. So you get the distinct impression that there's something related to this box is related to the corpse, and somehow you could use the corpse to open the box.
All right. I'll have a look on the corpse and see if there's anything on the corpse that might look as though it would help us open the box.
Not particularly, no. You do also notice that this box does seem to be not particularly great magic in terms of goodness. You get the distinction.
Can we maybe place its
Take some-
hands on the box or something like that?
Take some of its blood and put the blood on it.
Okay, and as you do that,
Hey.
the box kind of clicks open, and inside.
Somebody call me.
You see something wrapped up in a black velvet cloth.
Oh, what is it?
You want to open it now? You want to have a little look? Time's ticking.
Open it, but don't touch it. Just don't touch what's inside.
Don't breathe this. Said the Russian to the English.
Well, we can't really take it because if we take the box with us, it'll shut and we won't be able to open it again. So we need to take it out, don't we?
Yeah, you can take it out. It's kind of covered. It's like there's something inside the velvet cloth, but you've got that in your hand. It feels kind of like book shaped.
Let's take it.
Do we look at it here? Because it might be something that would help us against the shark.
Yeah, let's take a quick look just to see what it is.
So you open the black velvet cloth, and inside is a blue leather-bound book imprinted with a white hand, wrapped up in sort of a nice glistening silver twine. And I'm afraid it requires attunement to find out what it does.
It requires what?
Attunement.
Attunement. Oh, we'll take it with us then.
Yeah.
How much longer have we got before we need to get out of here?
So this has only been another minute or so. So you've got another 4 minutes.
Yeah, we should head
breathingness.
back. Yeah.
What do we reckon? Do you want to search the rest of the ship, or should we head back?
I think we've got a shark to kill.
Let's keep searching, I would say. We don't want to miss out anything useful.
Yeah, we don't want to run out of air halfway through killing a shark, though.
True.
Yeah.
And we haven't got, I took quite a lot of damage from that.
Equally, that pirate guy won't be bringing us back here.
Yeah. So, shall we head out and do a surprise attack on that shark?
How much more of the ship is there to search first?
That's about it, really. Now all you really
that-
see are walls, and there's not real much left to the shark. It's kind of all collapsed in on itself. It's an old.
All right. Okay, I'll give my potion to Click then, because
Oh.
he's only got 1 hit point or something.
Okay.
Thank you. How does that work? I drink it.
Yeah.
Try not
That's
to
how
mix
we-
it with seawater.
And can I use my second wind to get some hit points back?
Yep, sure.
Just what do I get when I drink the potion?
2d4 plus 2 health points back.
I don't know how to roll that.
Now, on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see a dice.
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah, look at
If you
that.
click on that, you can roll whatever you like.
14 back. I'm almost back to.
2d4 plus.
2.
So that's
Way
7
to average
points.
it out.
All right. So I'm back at 9. Oops.
All right, let's take out this shark and then get out of here. I think.
Is there any other way out of the boat?
Not from where you can see, no.
Okay. All right, so
There was like a deck on the top that you could stand on if you wanted to, but the main way in that you ran in to hide from the shark was in over here.
Okay. So if I walk back here, can I spot the shark?
So if you walk up to the door, you can see that the shark is just sort of swimming around the boat. In fact, you stand there for 30 seconds or so, a little bit longer, but not too long into your aerating session. And you notice that the shark kind of just is doing like laps around the boat, very robotically. It's not paying attention to much, if anything. It's just swimming around the boat.
So, guys, should we try and sneak attack that shark? Get a surprise round.
Yeah.
We still have my my spell that's it lasts 10 minutes, so we're definitely good until we are back at the surface.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and sneak up on it, so when it comes past the hole, we attack it.
Okay.
Try and surprise it.
Are you all going to ready like ranged attacks, or are you going to jump out and try and swipe at it?
I'll jump out and swipe at it, I think. Might as well.
All right, if you'll tell me what you're going to do when the shark comes around, and the shark is currently circling the boat, around.
Reagan's best in hand-to-hand, so I think he'll
still raging like a motherfucker.
Jump out and rage on it.
Yeah. So we'll try and get either side of it so we can flank it. It would be a good idea.
Do you want to, while he's away, do you want to go and hide on the other side, like here? Or, I don't know if, or is it fully open?
Yeah, it's like sea.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah. So when it comes past, we'll just jump on it.
Or could we climb up to the top of the ship?
Okay, so as the shark approaches, and gets to the side of the boat, Graven, what do you do?
I attack it with my longsword.
Okay, you lunge out and you attack the shark.
Oh.
God's sake.
That didn't really work all that well.
And you and it's sort of like you kind of, as you try and lunge out, you slip, forgetting momentarily that you're underwater, and the shark's like rear fin slaps you around the side of the face and does 1 damage to the side of your face.
Why?
As that happens,
I've still got more attacks.
Oh, go on then.
I'll take my other attack.
Okay.
12.
12. So you try and swipe at it and miss in your frustration.
And I will. Can I use my movement to get to the other side of it?
Yep.
Nice. Good idea.
Yeah. All right. There we go. That's me done.
Okay. And then Click stands up.
Comes here and attacks with my staff.
Okay.
I don't think my boomerang would go very far in the water. So,
probably a good assumption.
Yeah, so that's gonna be this. And do I get advantage?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Does that hit?
Yeah. Yes, it does. You jam your quarterstaff into the ribs of the shark as it comes past and do 4 damage.
And I'm gonna do flurry.
Okay.
So that's 2 more attacks.
You start punching, wailing at the side of the shark. Oh.
21, that hits.
Yeah,
right?
It does. Swipe your talon straight through, do 5 damage.
And that hits as well.
And then again, your other talon straight through. You're taken to this like a duck in water.
And that's it for me.
All right. At which point, Reagan comes rolling out of the boat.
And rage with Rita. Is that a hit?
That hits.
And then my
Does 13, so you swipe straight at the tail of the thing, doing 13 damage.
And then my second bonus action.
And then swiping, you like chop off the complete rear end of its tail, and it's like properly looking pretty beat up at this point.
Have it.
As
That's me
Bron
done.
comes running out with his longbow. No, wait, that's probably not going to work.
No, I'm just gonna stay recessed inside the little enclave of the boat, and I'm gonna take pot shots at him.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Use your words, Graham.
I'm trying.
It's a hit. Hit.
What are you with your longbow? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to work out the mechanics for shooting weapons underwater.
Last time we were doing it, when I was in the water, you said that it was fine.
I would assume the range would be less, but...
Graham, can you or can you not fire a harpoon underwater? Yes, you can. What is a bow and arrow, basically?
Right. Okay. So as long as you're within normal weapon range, you can make the attack, but you can't make it in the disadvantage.
Yep. So I do 4 damage.
The attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Okay, 15 then.
15 still hits, so you fire straight out.
Cool, and I
do
did
4
4
piercing
damage.
Yep, so you straight into the side of the thing. You want to have another go?
I definitely do.
All right. So you fire your second longbow shot straight at the. This time it sort of goes.
Wait. I'm gonna go and use my superiority die.
Okay.
Got 2 of these remaining now.
So your arrow flies through the water, straight past Click's head, who turns and looks at the arrow bolt. Straight through past Reagan, who also turns and looks at it. Graven looks up from his swing and sees it as it plows straight into the side of the shark, who goes limp, lifeless.
Nice.
Dead.
Did.
Congratulations.
All right.
All right. We want to grab this shark and take it up with us, don't we?
Yes.
Definitely.
Can we? Is it...
Yeah, you can do that. It's
Okay.
light, it's on the water. You can move anything.
All right, we better skedaddle before we run out of air.
All right. So you and the dead shark, you clamber back up the rope, back to the waters of the ship, which are now not so blooded.
Reagan's currently exhausted, level 1 from his frenzy, by the way.
Okay. And at this point, you hear an almighty as you come out, and all of the sailors are clapping and they're singing and they're just generally super happy that you guys have killed the shark, and like it's like genuine having you like all completely knackered, and it's like it's shattered, but you can see that these guys are obviously they're definitely appreciative as you bring the shark back to the main sea serpent.
So we couldn't find the shark, but we found this little tiddler down there.
So you'll clamber on board. You leave the shark there, and a couple of the sailors sort of like jump down and start tying it up onto the side of the boat. Just Sam walks up to you and goes, "Oh, lads, I didn't really think you're going to come back. I take my hat off to you." And he does. He takes his hat off to you and sort of bows and says, "Aye, well done. You did a great job now. Go and rest up in the quarters and eat all you can."
Can I ask him what he knows about the ship down there and that we found a body?
Aye, that's the old wreck. That's been down there for many a year. No one's been down there for a long time.
Does he know who it belonged to?
I don't even know what the name of the boat was called.
Okay.
Yes, I would definitely go take a rest.
Okay, while we're resting,
Is it a long
can
rest?
I concentrate on this book to try and figure out what it is? I don't want to attune to it. I just want to know See if we get any insight into what it is.
Okay, you can roll an Arcana check to see if you can work out anything.
Don't I just discover it if I spend my short rest concentrating on it?
No.
No. All right.
This thing needs you to attune to it. So you work out. So you work out that this thing definitely needs to be attuned to understand what it is. And you sort of you spend your short rest looking it over, you know, and you realise that you probably need to place your hand on the white hand on the front of the book for either a short or a long rest to attune to it.
But I've no idea what it is.
No more than some sort of tome.
Who wants to learn necromancing spells?
I'll just take it back with us.
But it looks like a spell book or something, no? Or do we have no idea?
It does look like a spell book. In fact, actually, it specifically looks... Graven, you do actually try... whilst you were looking, you've tried to attune to it, but it doesn't seem to have any avail. You get the impression that it actually needs attuning to by some sort of... especially having the fight with the echo, whatever it's called, underneath the Edokas. You think that this thing actually needs to be attuned to by a warlock.
Mm-hmm. All right. Have we got any warlocks?
What's Griff? I don't know. He might be. No, he's a sorcerer. I don't think we do.
He's a sorcerer. All right. Well, we'll just take it back and store it somewhere so that if a warlock turns up, they'll be able to do something with it. Okay. So we'll take. Are we taking a short rest then?
Yeah. How long was the ride all the way here?
What? I think. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Yeah. So what are you doing? You gonna sort of wait for them to head back to town and go back with them?
Yeah, well, we're going to take a short rest on the boat, but Click was asking how long the journey was. Can you hear him? All right.
Yeah. Sorry, but that's why I was asking the question, I think.
Oh, right, I see. Okay.
Yes.
So there's time enough for a short rest.
Yeah, you can have a long rest if you like.
Long rest it is. I'm having that.
It will be almost evening by now, no?
Yeah, I mean it is dark.
Yeah, okay. So we'll probably spend the night on boat.
Yeah. How do you do that on your character sheet? A long rest? Do you have to do it? Just fill it out yourself, or is there a button to press?
Just do it yourself, I think.
Okay.
It just means you get your hit points back, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm no longer exhausted either.
All right.
I'm really not happy about that pirate captain.
Yeah, he's not... Well, he's asking for what he wants and doesn't care much about what else, right?
Okay, so... What are you up to? So you're going headed back to... sorry, I sort of didn't zone out, but I was thinking about too many other things. You're going to head back with Captain Jasan and the boat.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys head back with the boat. It gets back to Bastion Bay fairly easily, and you arrive back at shore. And as Captain Jasan sort of says, I need to go tell Mariosa the good news. I'll catch you guys later.
No, I'm following him when he goes to tell her.
Yeah,
Okay.
Me as well. I don't want him to take all the credit for it.
No, we'll all go.
Okay. He says, you're sticking to me like glue then, are you? Okay, well, I think she'll be in the tavern. and he heads to the Blue Water Tavern that you guys have been to before. Just get rid of these.
Oh, we're on the dock. He's still on the boat. Got you.
No, that's the quartermaster.
Yeah, got you. Sorry.
And as you so you follow him back to the Blue Water Tavern, and as you go in there, you hear this familiar, amazing sounds of the Bastion Wanderers.
They're back.
Who are still rocking away in the corner.
All right, let's go speak to her.
Jasan wanders up to Kappa Mariosa and he says,
"Yeah, we follow him.
It's done, Mariosa. These fellas, they helped us kill the old man." She says, "Oh, right, did he know?"
I interject with, "Hang on, they helped you kill this thing? Sorry, what?"
Aye. They took my boat out, and we harpooned it until it was nearly dead. When these guys heroically jumped into the water to see if
we
they
didn't
could
really
finish
have much choice, though. You were going to throw us in.
I was. But they stepped up to the plate valiantly, with a bit of coercion.
Graham.
Yes.
I can't actually... Oh, yeah, I can move my character, sorry. I go over to bar keep and I order a round of drinks to be brought to the table.
Okay. Sorry, no worries, I'll get that under your worries, sir. No worries, I'll get that up there.
Right.
So yeah, not long after that, the barkeep comes up and brings a round of drinks, round of ale. He says, "Hi, these are from your fellow friend over there." And they'll go, "Arr, arr, thank you very much. Hi, thank you very much. Hi." Kind of crazy. And Jasan and Kappa Mariosa basically just start talking about how they killed it and, you know, all that sort of boring stuff.
How would he know how they killed it? We were the ones that killed it.
Well, you know, he said you jumped in and what went out, and the conversation soon moves on to whether the old man is going to come back. And they seem to be talking about, well, it's not the first time it's been killed. This is the first time this one has been taken out of the water, but it's not the first time they've thought they've killed it and it's come back. Whether it's going to come back again.
Well, I suppose if it comes back, you should let us know.
Aye. Or you could go and do something about it for us.
What do you have in mind?
Well, there's the lighthouse keep. He said he's seen things. It's a bit further out than Bastion Bay, and it's normally worth the trip down. Maybe you could go and see it for us and see what's going on.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, but before we start going, Mrs. Mariosa.
It's Kappa Mariosa.
Oh, I apologize. Kappa Mariosa. You had mentioned last time some form of payment for the work we'd be doing, and we've been going...
I did, but the old man is not the end now, is he? We still need to figure out where he's coming from.
Absolutely.
There will definitely be payment coming your way, but we need to sort this problem out well and truly for good. I can't be going back to my folk and telling them it's sorted out, and then 2 days later another boat sinks. That'll be just the worst.
Agreed, but it would be good if you could give us some kind of installment, let's say. I mean, we do need to stock up on potions. We've just come back from a pretty dangerous fight with a big shark and some other type of creatures. We need to be prepared.
Not to mention the 15 gold we had to pay as a bribe to get in here because your guards wouldn't let us in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye. Well, they are a keen folk around here. They are a keen folk. I tell you what, and she sort of like she pulls out a piece of paper and she hands it to you. She says, "That'll get you a free rein into Bastion Bay. No worries. You just show that to any guard there, and they'll sort you out."
All right.
So hang on, this is bullshit. We get pushy Pirate Pete over here, pushing us in the fucking water where we should, by his own admission, he thought we were going to die. We're down on money and equipment for coming in here paying these crooked ass guards. Why should we do shit for you people?
Aye, well, Baron, is that was your name, right?
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, the people at Bastion Bay are very thankful for all the work you're putting in. But we are not asking you to do this. We will have ways of finding and sorting this problem out ourselves. If you want to go about your merry way, that's more than up to you. I'm not forcing you, and I don't want you to feel forced in any way into doing this.
Okay, I'm fine with this. I'm done with this place.
So that's right then. I'll get one of my guards to escort you out of Bastion Bay then.
Hang on. There's a reward though, if we see this through to the end, right?
Aye, that's right. Yes, of course. Now a man who knows his gold.
These
Maybe
people aren't gonna pay you.
maybe you should be talking for your group now.
What kind of reward are we talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we could rustle up a few gold pieces, mind. It is worth a lot. It's worth a lot to this town. I think we could probably find about 100 gold pieces each.
Get it in writing.
Why? Now
Because
listen,
I don't
Bron.
think you're very honest.
The Capper's word is final. There's no going back. If we go back on the Capper's word, there'll be anarchy.
I think there already is about to be anarchy, knowing from what I've heard on the street from your people. I don't think you're very fit to rule this place.
Aye. And she sort of like looks a lot more menacing now. She says, aye, what you been hearing then?
Enough.
Why you not think I'm capable?
Just listen to your people.
Aye, I've got my ear very close to my people, thank you. What do you think's going on here?
I just hear murmurs, and I've only been here 5 minutes, so maybe you don't have your ear as close as you think.
Aye. Little man doesn't know what he's talking about, does he? Aye. Maybe you should keep it stum and let your friends here who seem to know what they're talking about do the talking.
Well, let's just get back to business. So you said 100 gold pieces a person, but
Aye. I think that would be fair reward if you can see this through to the end and find the source of where this old man's been coming from.
Yes, but we would need some kind of advance payment though. We need to stock up on gear and goods if we want to be able to do this. And I'm sure you want us to do this. Your merchants are running out of business.
Aye, well, you seem quite invested now. I tell you, I could probably give you 10 gold pieces each now. Give you free room and board in Bay. And, you know, board and free room and board in here if you ever want to stay. But on top of that, I can't offer you a lot until this problem's solved. You've seen our shops, they're all closing down. Our traders aren't making any money. If our traders aren't making any money, then neither is this town.
Well, what do you guys think?
Alright, I'll take 10 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Free
Aye,
board.
she says, Jassan, sort him out. Aye, and he sort of pulls out like, seems to be a massive bag of gold. Just sort of like starts handing them out to you. 10 gold each, here you go, lads. Great job today again. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Alright. Okay, so where can we find this lighthouse?
Aye, if you head down the coast, it's not far. You literally just leave Bastion Bay. It's about half an hour's walk, and you'll find the lighthouse. It's got a big shiny beacon on the top. You can't miss it.
Alright, so it's night time now, is it? Is it late?
No, it's
Aye,
morning.
getting
Huh?
on. No,
Oh.
I think you come in fairly early this morning.
Yeah, we slept.
Alright,
through the
okay. Alright,
night.
so well, we could head off shortly then, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Do we need to get anything first?
We've all had a long rest.
Yeah, so we should have time.
Alright. Should we head towards the lighthouse then?
Let's.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
what we're going to do.
Okay.
Who gave me the potion, by the way?
There was me.
Who's that?
I'll see you again, lads.
Graven.
Good job
Oh, yeah.
today. Keep up the good work, and we'll find you well rewarded here in Bastion Bay. Okay, so you're gonna head out. Head out from. Are you gonna do it? Sorry, you say you wanted to do something in Bastion Bay.
No, I don't think so. I think we're all right.
Okay, so you head out. What the hell was that? You're leaving the sounds of the Boston Wanderers behind you, back into the sort of more sounds of the general town. You realise that you can actually see the lighthouse not far out, just outside of Flamescar.
Where
Just-
Flamescar?
Bastion Bay, over here. There's a. It's not all river there. You can cross here. So you head out. You cross over the bridge. The what looks like a rather pink, lovely bridge, and head out towards the lighthouse. And after not too long walking, you find yourself outside of the. So, though the sky is clear, you can see up ahead. You see. Nope, not that one. So as you follow the winding path up the hill, you can see the lighthouse standing tall above you, its towering silhouette casting jagged shadows over the hillside. There's sparse vegetation on the island, and you cannot help but feel exposed as you make your way up the hill. Up ahead, you can see wooden stairs which hugs the lighthouse and climbs 20 feet to the only entrance. The door is, you can see, is just hanging open and swinging gently on its hinges. I think you should only be able to see the top left-hand corner of this map. If we're really lucky. Oh, you can't see anything at the moment, can you? That'd be even better. Great, that's even better. Because I need to press this button. Has sight 360. Hey, now you should be able to see.
Nope.
Graven should be able to see.
Yeah.
Great.
See
I'll
the-
just do the rest of Bron. Bron, can you see?
Yes.
Reagan, can you see?
But it's a small
I can
green
now,
square
yeah.
on a bigger black square.
Click. You can see.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, so you can see you're basically at the bottom of the lighthouse. You can see the path leads up to the door.
So I knock on the door.
So the door is open and like swinging on its hinges.
I knock
You're
on
gonna-
the door to announce our presence. I don't want to be like surprising some dickhead here.
Okay. You don't hear any response back particularly?
Is there any sign of a fight or anything?
Roll an
Because those
investigation
broken
check
in.
and have a look. Okay, so you as you walk up the stairs, you notice that the door has been broken open. You recognise that there are slash and puncture marks, typically from a spear or harpoon.
All right.
You can see that the lighthouse is actually really new. Its stark white paint has barely been touched by the elements. All the woodwork and most of the furniture within are newly crafted. And there is actually an abandoned workbench with a set of carpenter's tools located on the west side.
All right. Can we see anything else in here? Any footprints on the floor, or marks, or blood, or?
So as you follow the winding path, no, we've done a bit. The circular room is about 25 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and lit by a lantern hanging on the west wall. Shelves filled with preserves line the walls, and there are numerous crates and sacks of grain piled neatly beneath them. Stairs along the eastern wall leads to an upper floor. Roll up a perception check. Whoever asked me that question, I think it was Graven.
It was me. Perception.
All right, so Alex and Graven, Bron and Graven, you have a look around, and Graven, you've noticed that there is a smeared handprint on the wall leading up the stairs.
Smeared in what? Dirt, blood?
Just
Ink.
smeary. You can't really tell.
All right.
And based on my perception thing, I look at the preserves on the wall and say, looks like someone found themselves in a jam.
Oh. All right.
How many
just-
floors is this lighthouse?
It looks quite tall. It's probably 2 or 3. You're not quite sure from the bottom.
And
All right.
is there windows at different floors, or is?
There was some windows, yeah. So there was, in fact, actually, you could see the windows, and there were three floors.
Do you want to fly up there and have a look through the windows from the outside?
That was my idea, yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
So there, as you sort of take flight, you see that they're quite small windows, but you can certainly try and have a look through.
Yeah.
So as you fly up to the first floor, you see that the room again is slightly lit. You can just about make out some sort of furniture and what looks to be some sort of blood smear across the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the second floor unless I see something else.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to be careful when I approach the windows. Just to be careful.
Yeah. Okay. So as you fly up to the second floor, you again you see some furniture, some sort of beds, and you see some wooden beds, a wardrobe. Again, it looks like that. You can't really tell too much through the fairly narrow windows. And then as you fly up to the top floor, which would have been the kind of lighthouse, the top of the lighthouse where the light has come out. You see as you fly over the top, you see it's all smashed glass with what used to be a large fire in the middle, and you can see that cowering in one of the corners is a green-skinned creature.
And does it look scared or?
It's staring at you with what could only be described as panic in its bulbous yellow eyes.
Okay.
And what does it look like? What is it?
Well, you can't see it, so shush.
But yeah, I would like to know what it looks like. Like, what kind of creature are we talking about?
So you can't really tell as you're sort of flying over. You could certainly land and have a better look at it if you like, but if...
Yeah, so I'll call... I don't know if they can hear me from up there, actually, if I make a sound.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking at you.
No, I mean my companions.
Oh. If they came outside, they could hear you, certainly.
How are you doing?
And I say, you should come up. There's a strange creature here. It looks scared. And there's some blood on the first floor.
Okay, so I'll relay that back to the group.
And I land in front of it, well, near it, but not too close, and try to calm him. And
okay, so as you land, you see what can only be described as that. Check Discord. And it sort of looks up at you and says, "No, please don't hurt me, please, no, please, big bird, no, please, bird, no, please, don't, no, glub.
I try to calm it, and I just speak to it. Calm down. I don't want to hurt you.
Okay. All right. Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
We'll make our way up.
Did you say you've put something in Discord? I can't see anything.
No, it's only for me.
Oh, of course.
I make my way up the stairs with my sword drawn.
Okay. All right. So as you come up the stairs, you find that the hand smear print turns into a much larger blood tail, and you can actually see there are two dead bodies in this room. You can see that it's lit by small circular windows to the north. It appears to be a kitchen. There are a simple wooden table and two chairs in the room, along with an old stove and small cupboard. Another wooden stairs. The room would be quaint if it were not for the blood smeared across the floor and two bodies lying sprawled on the ground.
Nice.
Can we see how they died?
Yeah, you can certainly investigate them. In fact, roll a medicine check if you're going to try and work out how they died.
Yeah.
Nature, you say? Medicine, sorry.
Okay. Why are you still rolling at disadvantage? All right. You two can't really tell how they died, but they've definitely got blood dripping out of them.
Are they human?
Russia.
Sorry?
Are they human?
Oh, in fact, Graven, are you trying to work out how they died as well?
They look as they've been hacked to bits, but let's have a look. Is that medicine or
Yes, but with
investigation?
advantage for you. Medicine, please. Yeah, you don't know how they died either. I mean, they look like they've been pierced.
Can we search their bodies?
Yeah, sure.
What do we find?
So not a lot. They seem to be general lighthousey type people. They've got you kind of they've both got rusty short swords clutched in their hands. But other than that, just like regular clothes. Nothing else of merit really. You find a few copper pieces, 7 to be exact.
Okay, I'm going to equip Sue and my shield Bob.
Okay. Okay, so does anybody? What else are you up to? What's going on?
So Click said that the creature upstairs looks scared. Can we? Can I gently call up the stairs and say we're coming up? We mean you no harm.
Okay.
So, while they were investigating us, I was trying to calm the creature.
Yes. All right. So roll a. I'm going to go with animal handling check.
Okay. Could I do first an insight to give me a little boost if I can try and read its emotions?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, try and work out what.
Because I'm better at that. Oh, look at that.
All right, cool. In fact, I'm going to give you that as a sort of nature check as well. So you can see that this thing is what could be described as a bullywug, but they're not normally often on their own. They normally come in tribes. So this thing seems like scared and alone. You try and calm it down. You sort of say, "Come on, calm down." Roll an animal hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear Graham?
I can hear
can't.
you. I can hear
I
Graham.
can hear you.
I can't hear
Can't hear
Graham.
Graham.
Graham isn't saying anything. Doesn't look too good.
He's typing though. Ah, he's gone again. Okay.
Yes, he has.
Actually, for a while I heard him double, like either coming from the Discord or... Anyway.
Yeah, I was getting a double echo. I thought it was just me.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you're back.
Ah, he's back. There we go.
Graham, before we kick off and maybe kill this thing upstairs, can I take a look at these bodies for any bite marks? My request goes unwarranted.
Hello.
Yes.
Graham, I just wanted to check these bodies for any bite marks.
Okay. Yep. No, they don't have any bite marks.
And I'm sure they're definitely dead.
Yes, they are very much dead.
Looking closer, do I have any other signs of what killed it?
You've already looked closer, and no. You've already done that check.
Mm.
You would know if you knew.
Okay.
That's a bit too jovial.
What a supermarket sweep or something.
So you, the last thing I heard was you called upstairs. Oh yeah, oh no, that was it. Click. I want you to roll. Oh, you did with the advantage.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so you sort of start calming it down, and it sort of stops blubbering and kind of starts to and sort of. Do you want to introduce yourself or?
Yes, I do. It's like, hey, I'm Click. I'm a friend. Hello, friend.
Hello, I'm
Oh, wait a minute, I like it.
Hello, Glug.
I can only hear.
Are you going to kill me now? Please don't kill me
Is
now.
anyone else?
Please.
Nobody's
I can
gonna
hear
kill
you.
you.
I can hear Graham. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I was just wondering who Click was responding
You can't hear
to.
that.
Maybe I can't hear Graham.
Oh, maybe you muted him before because of the echo, or?
No, No, I didn't touch it.
Okay.
But he's
Is
back.
Click talking to himself,
take
or
it,
can
is
I
he?
not hear someone?
Yeah, it's Adams. Couldn't hear you.
Oh, I can't hear Adam either.
I'll try reconnect.
Adam, hit F5.
Okay, he's gonna reconnect.
That seems to be the standard response. Oh, I can hear him.
Hello, I can hear you now, Greg.
Okay, good. So I was just telling him nobody's gonna.
What did I miss?
He was just afraid, the creature, and it gave me his name, which I forgot already, but it's blah 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 or something like that.
Has he responded to my call from below stairs saying that we're meaning no harm and we're coming up?
No.
So I was telling him nobody's gonna kill you.
So that's happened. Now back to you guys, Reagan. So you don't hear anything back from you shouting up the stairs.
Okay. I'll put my axe behind my back with hand on it, and slowly walk up the stairs.
Okay. So as you took the dead man, so you kind of clamber over the body of one of the dead men, and find yourself in on the second floor. And again, you kind of follow the blood trail, which leads towards some sort of ladder. You see a couple of the beds, wardrobe, a set of drawers. The wardrobe and drawers look like they've been searched through, and clothes are scattered about the floor. The blood trail from below leads to a ladder in the east of the room, which climbs to a closed trapdoor.
Okay. We don't have any wizards, do we, that can open that trapdoor from a distance?
No, but it's like you probably know that that's likely where Click and his new friend are.
Yeah.
You roll a perception check to see what you see around the room. Okay, so you don't spot anything particularly of note. Not as Graven. Not as Bron.
Okay. I'll volunteer to climb up the ladder and open the trapdoor.
So if I hear him coming up, I will just warn the creature and say, "It's just my friends. They're just coming to help as well. Nobody wants any harm to give you any harm."
There are multiple people. Okay, so they come up the stairs, open up the trapdoor, and come on through. And as you come through, you guys, you all feel the same wicked wind that's whipping through the exposed top floor of the lighthouse as you push aside the trapdoor. A large, unlit pyre stands in the center of the room, and the smell of burnt wood and ash assails your nostrils. You imagine the pyre was once protectively encased in glass, but both it and the reflective mirrors used to amplify and direct the beacon have been smashed to pieces.
So now that we can see Click now, can we?
Yeah, so Clicks, yeah. Can you not see?
Yeah, I've just...
I'm probably closer to that creature now and just trying to put my hand around his shoulder and just try and calm him. And says, "Look, these are my friends and we all want to help you. Can you tell us what happened?"
Yes, I can. I was sentenced to death, but managed to escape from my tribe, and I've been keeping an eye on the Marrow. I've been attacking ships, hoping to get some treasure from them to get back into my tribe.
And what happened here?
I don't know. I was following the Marrow, and I thought they came this way. And they said I found all these dead bodies, and now I'm really scared.
So you found the bodies here?
Yes.
And you don't know what happened to them?
It must have been the Marrow.
What's that, the Marrow?
Marrow, big green marrow, fishy thing, scary. And roll a nature check to see what you know about Marrow. All of you, you're all listening.
Listening.
Natural 20.
All right, so Click and Graven both recognize the word marrow, and you know that they are generally undersea merfolk-like monsters from the abyss who terrorize the waters. They live in undersea caves, and they fill their abodes with treasures and use the rotted corpse of dead creatures tied to kelp to mark their territory.
Oh, those. The marrow. I've heard of those, yes.
Yes, I don't want to die, and I thought you were them, and they were them, and you were them, and they were going to come and kill me.
No, nobody's coming to kill you. You're fine here.
But they want to. They all want to. Everybody wants to kill me. Back in my tribe.
Pull yourself together.
So what would they want to kill you, though?
They kill everything. They're fish devils. They're horrible.
Yes.
But maybe you could kill them instead.
Well, we certainly could. So you said
there's the marrow and my tribe, and those evil witches. They turned them all against me. It wasn't my fault. I was such a good little globber glob, and then those witches, they turn up and they turn my tribe and they turn the marrow, and I don't know what to do.
Are you saying the witches were from the marrow?
No, the witches. They control the marrow.
Okay.
Those evil witches.
Okay. So, and where do those witches come from?
They're in the caves down there. They've got this big shark, and they attack ships, and I thought they were trying to kill me.
There,
Do you know
it's all right.
how to get to the caves from here?
From here, you just have to walk down the coast. It's quite slippery, but I got out okay.
Okay,
Watch out for more marrow, though.
If you could show us a safe way to get there, avoid the marrow, and get us to the witches, we could take care of that problem for you.
I don't know how to. I'm too scared. I can't go back to the tribe. They'll kill me. But I can take you to the entrance. I can take you to the cave.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All right.
Yeah.
And how many witches were there?
I saw two or three. I don't know. I wasn't there for long until my tribe. They threw me out.
Okay.
Threw me out. Cast me aside.
Why did they do that?
Why? Because those evil witches. They turned them all against me.
Okay.
Little glub. I'm such a good boy, and they all thought I would. They thought I wouldn't swear allegiance, but I would. I would swear allegiance. But the Lord of the Muck, Lucklepum, he doesn't like me. The witches, they made him.
Graham, can I do a perception check on whether he's telling the truth?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was just going to say that.
Of course.
I'd like to do this.
Is it perception or insight?
Perception.
Okay.
Because that's what everyone else has rolled. Yeah. Okay. So you're fairly sure that this thing is just very cowardly. Doesn't seem to have either the brains or the enthusiasm to lie to you. It just seems to be very scared of the things that it describes as the evil witches and the marrow. Why was Alexa saying okay? And the marrow, and it's talking about this Lucklepom that seems to be its like tribe leader or something. In fact, roll a nature check to see what you guys know about bullywugs.
Bollywogs. It's like bullymongs from from Borderlands.
All right, so yeah, Graven and Brian, you would know that they are always live in very primitive groups, but their hierarchy is based on strength, with the strongest being the leaders. And bullywugs are very territorial and probably attack anyone who trespasses, but they don't normally fight within the tribe. So having one cast out is quite rare. So
I say we take him with us.
for completeness' sake, for completeness' sake, you're not going to the caves this evening, so you might want to wrap up with a plan for coming back.
Okay. So maybe he could just point us to. He could take us to the caves, but we're not going to go in. We just know where they are, and we can do a bit of recon first, and then
return with
But
extra forces.
I'd like him to tell us as much as he can about the witches. Like, are they? What race are they?
I don't know. Evil witches, evil.
Graham, I'm gonna walk over to him and slap him. Pull yourself together.
Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me now, please.
I slap him again. Slap. Pull yourself together, man.
Sort of starts like just swiping and trying to run away. He tries to run away from you and like generally hides behind Click.
Okay.
Help me, Click, friend, help me, friend, please.
Okay. He's not going to hurt you anymore.
Click. Who says that? If he doesn't shut the fuck up and start being useful.
Hey, he's told us a lot already, and he's going to take us to the cave, right?
Yes, I told you everything I know. I take you to the cave. Let's go now. We go now. And he goes. And he starts like tugging at Click's wing and pulling him towards the trapdoor. Okay,
All right.
So I take you now. Let's go now. We take you now. Yes, please.
All right, let's just go and hopefully he'll come down.
Oh, slap him around a bit. He might drop his fucking tail.
It'll just grow back.
Exactly. There you go, Click. You can eat it.
All right, so we head out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so so you head out and you follow. I have a map for this, so you just got to use your brain. But so you follow Glub Glub, who's sort of like just generally whining and moaning and asking you not to kill him the entire time. And you head kind of south. Well, not south. You head like down the coastline. Kind of head as kind of down. Almost down the rock face. So you're walking along where the tide would normally be. The tide's out at the moment. So you find it's quite squishy underfoot, but you can walk there okay. And Glub Glub's kind of like pulling Click along and saying, come on this way, please. And he takes you to kind of like a mouth of a cave entrance. It's about 5 foot wide and hangs really low. You'd have to definitely like duck under to get under it. One of you sticks your head in, and you see that the path slopes steeply downward and descends into a cave system. Far below, you can see a faint glimmer of light.
Okay, I think that's close enough for recon, right?
Yeah.
We could. Should we do a bit more? Should we?
No.
Okay.
Graham.
Hello.
I give the lizard guy like one of my rations. Okay.
Okay. He goes, thank you. He like puts it in his bag and he's like, I have to go. I can't stay here. I have to go. And he sort of like just like ups and leaves.
So hold on. Where are you going?
I have to find a treasure to get in with my tribe. I can't stay here. They'll kill me.
Well, if the witches are still controlling them, the treasure's not going to make a big difference, is it?
He's just like getting really worked up and confused, but he's like, I can't stay here. I have to go. I have to.
Well, do you want to come to Flamescar with us? This is a town.
Is it by the sea? No, I have to my tribe. I have to get back with my tribe.
Okay, fine. Well, good luck and thank you for your help.
Thank you for not killing me. And he gives you like a really like scared smile, and then just sort of like hops off into the sea and up the coast and sort of disappears.
Oh, I wanted a new pet. We need a mascot in Flamescar.
So at this point, it's probably best to head back to Flamescar, unless you guys want to stay in Bastion Bay, but that would mean that you guys would have to be the same people that come back on the next trip, and that's not really how this all works. So, need to head back to Flamescar now.
Yep, go back to Flamescar.
Yeah. Okay, so as you guys feel like the road is getting a bit more well travelled back to Bastion Bay now. So you walk the kind of fairly direct route through the trees back to the ruined tower. hightail it back, keeping an eye out for any bad sorts. But you make it back to Flamescar fairly unabridged.
Yay.
Everybody has probably gone back about their daily business. And that is pretty much where we're going to conclude today's session.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
You get some XPs though. What did you fight? You fought the old man and that weird thing, and you did some other stuff.
Shark.
So I said, the old man.
The old man shark.
There's only 4 of you as well. You all receive 1,250 XP.
All right.
Lovely.
1,250.
I think so.
P.
Let me just check, but that seems about right.
Thank you very much. So where's the cave compared to Bastion Bay?
Yeah, you know where it is.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's yeah. If in fact, I can probably show you on the map. Bastion Bay was there. The lighthouse is kind of like there, and the cave system is kind of like here.
Okay. Thank you.
Somebody feel free to denote that better, but. Did anybody level up?
Nope.
What XP? 1,000.
You won't level up.
No, but
1,250.
I'm 15 short of leveling up.
15? 1-5? No way. That's
five,
sucks.
yeah.
If that's not a reason to do a write-up, I don't know what is. Or make an amazing map or something.
I'll try and learn my mapping skills again.
Graham.
Hello.
Once we're wrapped up here, can I grab an aside with you on Discord just to chat about DM theory?
It's a silent no.
It'll be like 3 minutes. I just want to...
DM theory.
I want to potentially do something next round that we're back in that place. And I want to run it past you in terms of the rules and what's possible. And Graham's gone. Hey, he's back. Hello?
We're not.
Can't hear him.
No, can't hear him.
I'm going to call it a night, guys.
Sorry, I accidentally closed the tab. Yes, you can talk to me about things. Yes.
Yeah.
No worries. Well done, guys. Good job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thanks,
Graham.
everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Graham.
Good night.
See ya.
Bye.